Hello everyone, my name is Deckerling, the trained and professional, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. On the last one, we ended up catching up on all the other stuff, and now we're gonna catch on Dozer route. But first, I want to show you something. So, I have a stomach disease. I don't know what it is, no one fucking does, and it's pissing me off. So this is a comb. Regular size comb. I'm rather large. Not just fat, but I'm also like I'm a giant, essentially. So I generally need big things. Like, this is a mouse in my hand. Like, oh. Hello from Mexico, I think. Hello. But in order to treat my stomach disease, this is a comb. This is my pill. Now, in comparison to the comb, it might not seem like much, but compared to my throat, it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. So, you got to see me struggle to take my pill today, because why fucking not, I guess. Okay, it wasn't that big a deal today. I kind of gagged, but might as just fucking well run past that. Cheering up with the wolf, we missed you too. Oh, man. Prepare yourself for the most boring first part of a route, then a very interesting rest of the route. Really? I guess we'll have to see how that goes, because we are stepping up and continuing the Dozer route on this one. We went through the first 5 days of Dozer a while back, but then we reached this shit where the new art update hasn't been integrated into the old mainframe. So some of the shit is new, some of the shit is old, like you can see up in the corner, at the top right corner, where the day is all obscured by all the buttons and shit. So that means that we are past what has been updated, but we are before what has been continued. So I have no idea. I have no fucking clue how long the Dozer route is. Not a goddamn clue. All I know is we're on day 6. Which means there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot we gotta catch up on. So, but Dozer's route is the, Oh, Dilly. I'm so sorry to hear that. You used to watch my stuff with your grandma. That's a cool grandma right there. I'm sorry. If you need to talk with someone, feel free to message me on like Twitter or something, Discord, if you have it. I'll chat with you after this. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, F to pay respects. I think that's a meme. I don't know, but God damn. I haven't talked to my grandma in a while. It's really unfortunate when you're on bad speaking terms with your own grandma and with your family, which I unfortunately am. My grandma yelled at me when I changed my last name on Facebook. It's a bigger deal than I'm making it sound. Like, she fucking. Ugh. Why am I talking about my grandma? It's I guess I don't know what to say. When it comes down to it, this is the time to celebrate the life that was. And I hope that process treats you well. I'm sorry to hear that it's happening at all. I wish you and your family nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. One of the worst transitions ever. Let's just get into the game, I guess. I don't know how to transition out of that. I don't think there's a way that I could that wouldn't sound disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful in any way. But, yeah, just celebrate the life that was, and that's one of the things that I've had people who were very scared of death in my life, and they've asked me if I am, and I've said I'm not. And the reason that I'm not is because I believe in a very metaphorical version of immortality. Now, I don't mean that I'm literally going to live forever. What I mean is that I believe the importance of life. The importance of life and what everything means, essentially, is the impact we leave on others. You've been given life through whatever means. If you believe that it came from a god or a being or a fucking leg of a chair or whatever the fuck do you think is the explanation for how you are here, cosmic accident, you have these few years to make the most of. And the way you make the most of it is by not focusing on yourself and making things better necessarily for you, but in your impact you have on other people. That, I believe, is the sign of a great life, is bringing yourself to others. And if you impact someone's life, if you bring them joy or bring them happiness or you make them smile at least once, then you have made your life worth it, essentially. You have done something with your life that has given it purpose. You have you've brought the joy of life to someone else. And that's essentially what I believe. Thank you, Chernobyl. That's essentially what I believe is the key to immortality, is just remembering the ripple effects your life has had on other people, your influence on those people, what the impression you have made upon them. You've put yourself, in a metaphorical sense, into their life. And whoever they impact from then on will be partly thanks to you, and therefore just ripples out. And it could be something very simple. It could be just saying something nice to someone, and then, maybe they have a better day for it. That's it. That can be it. And then, when you bring it to someone as as special as a family member, that person will live forever through you. And so if there's ever any consolation, to celebrate the life that was, and in a sense remember that they will never truly be gone, because they physically may not be there, but the impact they have laid upon your life, the joy they have given you, the experiences you have had, that can never be taken away. That will be yours forever. even if someday you may forget, the impact has been made. And so there you go. It's a sad time, but just remember to celebrate the life that was, and to rejoice in the impact that was made that will make your grandma live on forever and ever. So with that being said, with all due respect in mind, if what she enjoyed doing was watching this game with you, Dilly, if she liked watching this game with you, then in her memory, let us continue to play and enjoy it. So I won't be as overdramatic as to dedicate this stream to someone I've never met. But let's keep that in mind as we continue to enjoy extracurricular activities. So let's see what day 6 has to offer, everyone. Let's see what happens. The weather looks really great today. Should be good for whatever Dozer has planned. If you remember, we got invited to hang out with Dozer. The Darius voice is one of my favorites too. We got invited to hang out with Dozer. We're not dating him, but we're just hanging out. So we're in the early parts of the route where we're just sort of getting to know them. The last time I talked to him, he said he'd get back to me around noon, so I should be hearing from him anytime now. He still wouldn't tell me what he has planned, though. That should be him.
Hey, there will be a bus that will take us to our destination leaving from the school in the next 40 minutes. Can you be there?
Yeah, I'll be there. See you soon. I won't have time to catch a bus to the school, so I'll just have to walk. I'll leave now, and that should give me plenty of time to get there. Oh, good. Dozer's already there. I'm glad I won't be waiting alone.
Hey, you're a little early, too.
I wasn't going to have time to catch the bus, so I walked. It's not too far from where I live.
I see. It's good exercise for you.
Yeah, but I get enough of that with practice.
A little more never hurts, though.
I suppose not. I am trying to lose weight, too, so I hate sweating. I fucking hate sweating. Oh my god. But, yeah, I'm going to have to get used to that, because we're going to be getting a exercise bike at some point in the future, and it's projected I'm going to have to stay on it for like an hour and a half a day. Because I'm 430 pounds, man. Like, I'm 6 foot plus, so it's not all gut, it's not all ass, but there is sizable enough in both. Like, I need to lose weight. As it stands, the biggest thing I need to work on is portion control, because we have these Tupperware things that are like that by that, and I'll fill the whole thing up with cereal, and it's like, I don't need that much fucking cereal. Maybe eating a little healthier instead of grabbing a packet of ramen. Maybe grab a carrot or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, I suppose not. You live nearby too, don't you?
Yeah, I live in one of the apartment buildings.
So where's this bus taking us?
It'll take us to Brindle. It's a town not too far from here.
Oh god. Are we about to do more of that smelling shit? My about to throw up my pill. Brindle? Never been over that way. What's there?
Not gonna tell you that just yet. You'll see soon enough.
My depression causes me to eat more. Depression's a weird thing, isn't it?
It'll be nice and relaxing, though. The weather couldn't have been more perfect for this. Have you eaten anything yet?
I ate lunch a little bit ago. If you're hungry, I could go for a snack or something.
It's fine. We'll eat in a little bit. The place we're going has a small bar next to it. I enjoy eating there, so maybe you'll like it.
What kind of food do they have?
You'll see.
You're not going to tell me anything about this, are you?
Nope.
Fine. You thought you detected a grin on his face for just a moment, but it was replaced shortly after when he pointed down the street.
Looks like our bus is going to be a few minutes early today.
I don't have a problem with that. We could sit for a bit and chat.
Yeah, you have cash for the bus fare, right?
I have a bus pass, so I'm set.
Oh, right. Makes sense that you'd have one. Get it ready since we're about to board.
Oh, shit. Image on bus not found. The seats on the bus were round and round, hopefully, because Dozer's fucking huge. We're made for 2 people, and even though that was the case, Dozer was taking up most of that space.
You should sit next to the window, otherwise I'll end up pushing you into the aisle.
If you think that's best, alright. You did as he instructed and he sat down next to you. You were pressed into the wall for a moment while Dozer repositioned himself. After laying his arm across the back of the seat, you had some extra breathing room, despite him still being pressed against you.
Sorry if I'm all up on you. These seats weren't made with guys my size in mind.
It's fine. I'm not uncomfortable. But if I turn to look at him, my face is going to be in his armpit with how much bigger he is. Ew. Ew. Oh, there's going to be quick time events? Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Double decker. I've been hearing that shit forever because I'm fat and my last name is Decker.
Just say something if I crush you and I'll scoot over some. Once the bus is moving, I can block the aisle a bit.
Nah, you're right, Dozer, really, don't worry about it. Since the bus arrived early, there was a short delay before it took off once more. How far off is Brindle?
On the bus, it takes about 30 minutes. It makes a couple of stops before we get there.
Not too long, then.
Not at all.
Guess you've made this ride a few times.
I go to Brindle once or twice a month when I get the chance. Where we're going is one of my favorite places.
I'm doing okay. My day is doing okay. I woke up, watched a couple videos and pretty much just went right into this. So my day is pretty young. My day is pretty young.
I was going regardless of you coming with me, but I thought it'd be a nice change to have someone have some company for once.
You've never asked anyone to go before? Let me get my microphone a little closer. I feel like I'm talking into the fucking abyss here.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not the most social person.
I've noticed. Is there a reason for that?
There is, but I'd rather not go into that right now. I want to keep things positive, alright?
Oh, okay. You live in the apartments on campus, though, right?
Yeah.
Do you not have a roommate?
I don't.
Ah. Can I at least ask what made you ask me to go with you?
I think I mentioned that you reminded me of my friend back home.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have some things in common.
Yeah, you do. Both of you have that want to help me.
What?
In the same subject of all things.
Oh, that same want. It's a fucking noun.
And where most people tend to make minimal to no effort to communicate with me, well, you both put the effort into it. I mean, it's my fault really, but you two didn't let that stop you.
I guess you miss your friend, huh?
I do. I miss him a lot. I talk to him pretty often, though, but it sucks not getting to hang out with him. So I'm really glad you agreed to come along with me today.
I needed to get away a bit myself, so I appreciate you inviting me out. I've not been out of the town for a while now.
School, tennis, and work keeping you bogged down?
School and tennis, really. I don't have a job right now, and I'm limited with what I can do. No car, and having to depend on the bus really sucks sometimes.
Tell me about it. Aside from Brindle, I don't really go anywhere else. Studying for my degree really takes up a lot of time, so even if I wanted to be social, I'd have a hard time doing so. I'm thankful I don't need a job, just volunteer work is enough for me.
You don't need a job. How do you afford everything?
Full ride scholarship, covers all my classes and my living space even. My mom helps me with the other stuff. She still sends me money for each month for food and whatnot. She wants me to focus on getting through college.
That's awesome. Ask about his dad or talk more about his mom. Ooh, this is tricky. We could be walking in on some very, very, dangerous circumstances if we ask about his dad. Or we could not. It literally could just be like he just didn't fucking mention it. Or I don't fucking know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do we ask about his dad or do we talk more about his mom? This ain't good. I'm already feeling the throat. I'm already feeling it. Gotta vote for ask about his dad. Gotta vote for mom. Gotta vote for same vote for dad. Thank you, Dilly. Thank you, Mrs. Dilly. Mrs. I don't know what her name is, but thanks. Ask about his mom. Mom. There's a couple of votes for dad, but I'm gonna go with the majority that says talk more about his mom. Bet she's really proud of you.
She is. The scholarship was offered through her hospital, and due to the amount of time I volunteered there and the essay I wrote about it, I was the top pick. She got to present the award to me during my graduation, and she had such a hard time keeping herself composed during that. I can't think of a time where I've ever seen her look more proud.
With good reason. That's really amazing. A scholarship is the only reason I'm able to go to college.
No help from your folks?
That's complicated. It's a topic I'd rather avoid for now.
Seems like we both have those touchy subjects, huh?
Yeah. Peggy Lewis was her name. Shout out to Peggy Lewis. That sounds like I'm taking it lightly. I'm not. I don't shout out to you don't shout out people who fucking just died. I don't know what to say. Mrs. Lewis, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a wonderful grandma, cool grandma, to one of my most faithful viewers. Oh, man. It's still crazy that... It's not crazy. It's kind of blowing my mind that someone watched my stuff with their grandma. Like that, I can't imagine anyone wanting... I can't even show my stuff to my mom. Like... My mom doesn't want anything to do with what I do on YouTube. She's well and convinced that everything I have ever done was everything I've ever done was amorous, and she's just like, she does not every time she gives me a chance, I'm always talking about something that's like an outlier. She always has the most impeccable timing, showing up exactly when she shouldn't. You leaned against the window, staring at the other cars passing by on the road. After your conversation with Dozer, the rest of the ride was short and spent in silence until the bus stopped again.
Hey, this is our stop, come on. Here we are.
Image Japantown was not found.
Oh, man.
Where is here? The Abyss is apparently where we're at.
This is Japantown. There's all sorts of little Japanese shops around here, but there's one place in particular we're going.
Well, lead the way.
It's just across the street. You can see it.
That's a really nice looking building.
I wish we could see it too! Just wait until you see what's beyond the gate. Let's go.
There we go, my god. Look at those pixels. Jesus, this was a picture that was in the old build, wasn't it? It got fucking zoomed up.
Now, what do you think?
Whoa, this is really beautiful. What is this place?
Welcome to the Brindle Bonsai Gardens.
Bonsai? You mean those little trees you can get at the store?
Well, those are labeled as bonsai trees. These are the real things. True bonsai is really an art form used to express balance and harmony.
Doombringer. Well, this area looks really pretty.
Most of the trees here are still young, only 5 to 10 years old. Just wait though, this is only the entrance. Once we get into the garden, you'll see trees that are up to 80 years old.
That's crazy, and they're just this small?
That's part of the art. Let's head further in. This place is open to the public, but you must be respectful to everything here. Don't touch any of the plants and don't stray from the paths.
Got it. Garden 2 was not found.
This is the inner garden. They have all their oldest trees on display right here. Like, look at this one. It's a Carmina microphilia.
A what?
A fucking tree.
Sorry. I know it's not really a fucking tree, but I just... Oh, Jesus. Jesus, what the fuck? Ooh.
A fucking tree. Ufakine tree. Tea tree. This one is 50 years old. Just look at how thick the trunk is and how small the leaves are now. Just imagine how big this would be out in the wild at this age.
Show interest, motherfucker! These trees look amazing, Dozer. This may take some time and patience to do something like this.
It does. I have a couple of small bonsai trees at home.
You do?
Mine are only a couple of years old, but it's something that really helps me relax. It's a hobby that makes me happy when I'm sitting at home alone. Let me show you the next area now.
Oh God, look at this. Remember this fucking art style?
This spot is some of my favorite trees. Is there a particular one that you'd like to look at? I can tell you about a lot of the ones in this area.
Oh, sweet Christ. Okay, here we go. This one looks nice.
This one is a ficus of some sort, I think. I'm not sure if it's scientific name, though. These are supposed to be easy to grow indoors, but this one is thriving out here.
It looks like a little forest of them is growing right here.
Well, some bonsai artists use a group planting kind of style, where they use several trees for one display. When done right, it really does look like a miniature forest. The person that grew this one has really kept it looking just like that.
I can't understand how they get it to look just like how you'd see a real forest, only it's tiny.
It takes a lot of practice and time. People dedicate years and years to their trees and to make them look like this. I hope I can achieve something like this eventually.
Let's see this one. What's this one? I like the color of the leaves on it.
This tree is one of my favorites. I have a young one back at home. This is an Acer palmatum, or just Japanese maple to keep it simple. They don't typically get very big to begin with, but they make such beautiful bonsai trees. It's set up in a basic and formal upright style, almost just like how you'd see one of these in nature. This guy's only 20 years old, but it's already looking wonderful.
And you have one of these?
Yeah, but it's barely getting started. It has a long way to go.
And you can tell how old it is just from looking at it. That's impressive.
It's a tag on the front of it that tells its age.
Oh, so it does. How this one? Whoa, this tree's kind of big compared to the others.
This is a Chinese Bunion fig tree.
What is it doing in Japantown then? If it's Chinese, there's a difference, motherfucker.
Look at the base of the tree here.
Are these roots?
Yeah, notice the rock too? This one is using a root over rock style. Just imagine a tree growing out in nature on a cliff with its roots being the only thing keep helping it cling to the rock. It really makes a majestic looking tree.
Amazing they can hold on to it like that.
Yeah, I have to wire the roots around the rock and grow it to the dirt like that. Grow it in the dirt like that, revealing it little by little. This style really is a process. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Well, I think we've seen all that we can see. So I guess move on.
Ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready for you to show me what's next.
Follow me then.
Oh my god, I've got shit in my eye.
This is actually the last spot of the gardens, but as you can see, it's a fairly large area. It's a perfect place for relaxing. They have a few grassy spots where we can sit down under the trees. How about it?
Yeah, that sounds nice. Dozer led you along the path and strayed from it into a shady patch under a large tree. He dropped to the ground with a thud and fell onto his back with a heavy sigh.
This is the best spot to lay back and relax. The grass is soft and the air is warm and the trees keep the sun out of your face. Come on, join me.
You followed suit and laid on your back, looking up through the branches of the tree.
Nice, right?
Hell yeah! Yeah, you're right. It really is nice.
I've fallen asleep here a couple of times. I'll just lay back and lose myself in thought. It's so peaceful. There's nothing here to distract me.
You really seem to like this place.
I do. It's like a mini vacation whenever I come. I kind of forget my worries for a bit.
Let's see if I can do that.
Just close your eyes and forget everything else. Listen to the trees moving, feel the breeze blowing. Just relax.
Alright, it's easy to forget everything while laying here.
See, this is such a stress reliever for me.
You want to try that again?
You see, this is such a stress reliever for me. Let's lay here for a bit.
I like that idea. Let's enjoy this. You laid there with your eyes closed until you felt yourself starting to doze off. Oh man, I think I relaxed a little too much. I nearly fell asleep. How about you, Dozer? You sat up and glanced over at your friend with his hands behind his head. His chest rose and fell slowly with his breathing.
Well, he's how it looks like. I'll leave him be for now. I'm not surprised. I nearly fell asleep myself. I'll just sit here and play with my phone until he wakes up. I don't suppose he'll be out too long. Half an hour passed while you sat there, and Dozer still hadn't budged while you waited. Okay, maybe I should wake him up. He's completely gone. Dozer. Hey, Dozer. He reached over and wiggled his elbow around until he began to move. He spread his arms and legs out, stretched his whole body with a groan, showing off his scaly belly in the process before he sat up. Sorry about that. I fell asleep. How long I've been out? Half an hour or so, not too long. I didn't mean to fall asleep this time, but I just drifted off. It's fine. I nearly passed out too, but I barely resisted. I didn't want to be a bother to you either. I didn't want to bother you either, since you looked so comfortable. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Thanks. Hey, you feeling hungry? There isn't much to do here, honestly, other than look at the trees and such. I don't want to bore you with too much of this, so I figure if you're hungry, we can go get some food now. I've not been bored yet, even while sitting here waiting for you to wake up, so don't worry about that. But I am getting kind of hungry. Food sounds like a good idea right about now. I'm glad you've been able to enjoy this with me then. There's a place right next door that has good food, so we'll head over there and get something. But first, let me stop by the donation booth and drop in some cash. It's back towards the entrance. Alright, let's go then. See, they just have this donation box, and they allow free entry into the gardens. They've helped me a lot with my bonsai trees and getting started. It helps them out, so I like to donate whenever I come by. If you'd like, you can even donate some money too. Donate 5 or donate 10. Well, in the Chester route, they really did pay attention to how much money you'd spent. So, I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. Do we give 10? Do we give 5? Or do we give none? If the money isn't an issue, I'd give 10. Straight up. Just give 10. We gotta vote for 10. Ten, 10, 10. $10 is best for the route. Alright, we'll go with 10. $10. Sure, I can put in some cash for it. Is $10 good? That's fantastic. You don't have to do that much, but I'm sure it's appreciated quite a bit. I'm happy to see you helping them out. Now that the donation is made, let's get something to eat. Garden restaurant not found. As I'm sure you guessed, it's an Asian restaurant. They make some of the best sushi, so that's one reason I really like it here. Since it's lunchtime, I can get a few rolls for about $15. Sushi, huh? I don't know if I can eat that. I've never had it, to be honest. Now's a good time to try it. I'll share a piece with you, so you don't have to worry about ordering it and not liking it. They have a variety of other dishes in case you'd rather have something with chicken and beef. Oh, that's good. I like teriyaki stuff, so I think some teriyaki chicken would be good. This is why I need an office. They have it, so you're set. We'll grab a table and we can put in our orders. After taking a seat with Dozer, you take a quick glance over the menu just to make sure nothing else jumped out at you. Have you had their teriyaki before? I have. It's pretty good, so that's not a bad choice. I'll just order some sushi and a bowl of their ramen. And I'll let you try the sushi. I'm gonna order a dragon roll and a spicy tuna roll and some salmon
Nigiri.
You can choose one of those to try.
Alright, I'll give it a shot then. Those are called a waiter to your table and you place your orders.
It shouldn't take too long. They're usually really fast here.
I got hungrier once we got here. Everything smells so good. I'm salivating just thinking about it.
I know what you mean. I could drool just thinking about it. Their fish is so good. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'll take your word for it, but I'll give it a shot.
As long as you try it, I won't give you a hard time about it. I mean, you went with me through the bonsai garden, and you seem to enjoy that. I'm happy to have someone show interest in that and accompany me for a change.
You really are knowledgeable about that stuff. It's impressive. I don't think I'd have the patience to do anything like that.
It does take a lot of patience. It can be tough sometimes with these big hands.
No doubt. Some of these trees are so little. Do you have a hard time with it?
Finding the right tools was the hardest part. Thankfully, I'm not the only big guy with this issue. The tools I use fit my fingers and give me better reach. So I'll show them to you someday if you'd like.
I'd like to see your trees too.
Cool. I'll have you over sometime soon then. I'd be happy to show off my trees.
I'm pretty much free all the time. Aside from practice, I only have a couple of classes on campus, and you're in one of them. Just let me know what time and where you live, and I'll be there.
Well, how about tomorrow then? It's not really much planning, but I'm sure I can come up with something to entertain a guest. And I don't know how much free time I'd have through the week anyway.
Sounds like a great idea.
I'll send you my address and you can head over sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Awesome.
I'm not the most thrilling person to be around, as you can tell, but I'll try to make it worth your time.
If it counts for anything, I do enjoy your company. You seem like one of the more down-to-earth guys I know.
Is that so? That's good to know then.
Dozer propped his chin on his fist and leaned against the table.
So, what are you in school for? You know what I'm doing, but I don't think I've heard about what you're in for.
My degree is for general studies right now, but I think I want to get into business management. I'm not fully decided just yet.
I suppose you have some extra time to decide. You're just knocking out all the basic classes right now, I'd assume.
Yeah, that's all I've taken so far. I wish I knew exactly what I wanted to do, though, like you do.
I've had the goal for a while now, and I'm just getting really close to achieving it. It's right within my grasp. After this semester, I'll be done. Just this damn math class is giving me issues. I'm thankful for your help there.
Anytime, Dozer. If it'll help you out, I don't mind.
Maybe that's something we can do tomorrow. I could use a little bit of extra help. If you don't mind, that is.
Sure thing. We can go over some of this week's concepts.
Cool. I appreciate that. Oh, and look, I think that's our food coming out too.
Sure enough, you're ready to return to your table to drop off your orders.
This all looks so good.
This serving was way more than I expected. It's huge.
One reason I love this place. Now, let's see. Which sushi would you like to try?
Which do you think is the best?
Personally, I love the salmon nigiri the most.
Oh, my dream job is a voice actor. I'd love to do that for a fucking living. That'd be amazing.
But for you, I'd suggest trying the dragon roll. So, here.
Dozer use a pair of chopsticks to skillfully transfer a piece of sushi to a small plate and pass it to you.
You might like it dipped in soy sauce, but that's up to you.
I'll try it naturally first. After a moment of hesitation, you picked up this piece of sushi and shoved it in your mouth. Delicious! Wow, that's not bad. It's delicious, actually.
Told you it was good. Feel free to have another piece if you'd like. I got plenty of it, just in case. Not everyone likes it, but I'm glad you do.
You continue with your meal, amazed at just how much food Dozer was able to fit into his mouth at once. He could have eaten an entire sushi roll at once if he wanted to, but he showed... Oh! Rose Nikolaev Rose has arrived. Thank you for the subscribe. He could have eaten a whole, I already said that, but he showed restraint by only putting a few pieces at a time.
Oh. Wow, damn you, Amaron. This is episode 90 fucking 8, dude. Man, being this big could be really costly. I'm glad my mom helps me with money. It takes so much food to fill me up and keep me bulky. I figured you were just naturally big. I am, but I work to be bigger. Is there a reason for that? There is, but you'd probably think it's a bit silly. I doubt that. What's the reason? Maybe I'll tell you one day. Aw, you tell me there's a reason but won't tell me what it is. I'm not gonna lie and tell you there isn't a reason. I'll tell you in due time. Alright then, I'll leave it at that for now. I'm not gonna forget though. He's got a few secrets that he won't tell me, but I guess that's understandable if he doesn't want to tell me just yet. That again, I won't tell him mine either, so I suppose that makes us even. Even with how hungry you were when the food was delivered, you weren't able to eat everything that was on your plate. God, do you want any of this, Dozer? I don't think I can finish it. Yeah, we're about to cross the fucking threshold to 6,000. Fucking crazy, right? I already said that. No thanks. We can get you a carry-out box so you can take it home. You have enough left for another meal. You're right about that. Let's get a box and pay. Do you have anything else in mind for this trip? I didn't. After eating, I figured it'd be about time to catch the bus home. We've been out for a few hours now. Have we? Doesn't feel like it's been that long. That must mean you've had a good time. Yeah, I have. We'll have to go out somewhere like this again soon. We shall. Let's go now. The bus should be arriving soon. Gotcha. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Grant. I had a really good time. Me too. I really enjoyed the garden with you. It was so nice there. I can't wait to see your trees. Tomorrow, then, you'll get to see them. Awesome. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to send me your address. I won't. I'll do that on the walk home. Be careful on your way home, too. Will do. It's not far, so I'm going to walk, too. I'll see you later, Dozer. Later, Grant. Time to head home and call it a night. I never would have guessed that Dozer had such a unique hobby. I wonder what else there is to him. Day 7th Sunday. Day 7th... Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. This fucking background. Jesus tits. Dozer told me to come over during the afternoon, and it's already past noon. I think I'll text him and let him know that I'm going to head that way since I haven't heard from him yet. Hey Dozer, I'm getting ready to head to your place. Is that cool? I'll go talk with Maria while I wait for him to reply. Good afternoon, Grant. Good afternoon. Jesus. Good afternoon, Maria. Do you have any plans for today? I do, actually. Dozer, the friend I saw yesterday, invited me over to his place today. Dozer? You mentioned him the other day when you had hurt your finger, too. Yeah, he's the one that wrapped it for me. And he's the one who needed advice on and he's the one you needed advice for how to talk to, too, right? Oh, yeah, he's the one. Well, judging by how things are going, I'd say things worked out just fine for you, didn't they? Yeah, he's really cool and down to earth, so it's fun hanging out with him. You should invite him over then. I'll make you a big dinner one of these days. Oh, sure. That'd be nice. Oh, excuse me, Maria, that might be him. Now it's fine. I sent you my address last night, but let me know if you can't find my place.
Alright, I'll be there soon. Sorry, he was just letting me know that it was okay that I head over to his place now. He doesn't live far off, does he? I forgot that Maria's old art had basketball tits. No, he lives over near the college campus. There's an apartment complex across the street from it, and that's where he lives. It looks like a nice day out, so I'll just walk there. Well, be careful and have fun. I'll see you when you get home. Thanks, Maria. I'll see you later. Outside Dozer place not found. According to Dozer, this should be the place. He said he's on the ground floor, building 2, room 5. There it is. Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, Grant.
Oh, there he is. There is the big, bulky man himself. Hey, Dozer.
Come on in. If you don't mind, just leave your shoes right inside the door with mine.
Oh, sure thing.
Welcome to my home. It might look a little barren, but I really don't need that much stuff to get by.
It's nice, though. There's not a lot of stuff around to clutter up the place. Reminds me a bit of my own room back home.
Would you like a drink or anything? I have water or juice.
Water would be just fine. I decided to walk here since the weather outside is so great.
It is a nice day. My plants are loving it.
Dozer motioned towards a large window with sunlight pouring through it. He had a variety of different plants hanging from the ceiling and sitting on a table located on all the light.
Feel free to look around and have a seat while I get you a drink.
Couch, TV, table. It really is a little bare in here. All this space, but nothing in it. He doesn't seem to mind, though. I can relate to that, not having much stuff myself now. He wandered over to where all the plants were. They all seemed to be thriving in the sunlight. Seems like he's more into these. Seems like he's into more than just bonsai trees. He has all sorts of different plants growing here. None of them look like bonsai trees, though. I wonder if he keeps those somewhere else.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks. You really seem to have a thing for plants.
Yeah, they have a really positive effect on your health, mentally and physically. It could be a pretty cheap hobby compared to other things.
You'd get along with my friend Maria just great then. What the fuck? Stream cut out for a second there. The hell? You get along with my friend Maria just great then. She just started doing some gardening back home.
Is she your roommate?
You could say that.
I see. Well, now that you're here, I never actually thought of anything to do.
Oh, well, that's okay. We could just hang out and chat. You mentioned going over some of your math work, so we could do that.
Well, that's right. I really would appreciate the extra help with it.
Of course. I have nothing else to do today, so there's no rush in anything.
Cool. For now, let's just chill a moment, watch some TV, and talk a little.
Alright. You and Dozer sat down on the couch, and he flipped the TV on.
You have anything particular you like to watch?
I don't normally watch TV, so I have no preference, honestly.
Okay, I'll just put on one of my favorite shows.
Same show you were watching on Thursday?
Yeah, it's called Rules and Systems.
Rules and Systems? I don't know what that would be.
It can get pretty intense at times. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
I've seen like every episode, but I still like to watch it. Something I used to do with my mom. I can't get over how much more he talks when he's alone than with me. He's almost like a different person. He's so quiet all the time. He must end up having a lot to say. He
You glance down to the table in front of you, and beyond a couple of coasters, you noticed a picture frame on it. It was a picture of Dozer with another person that looked a lot like him, who was smiling broadly in the photo. Oh, Law and Order. Law and Order. God damn it. Rules and systems. Law and Order. God damn it. That picture. Was that your mother?
Yeah, that's her.
She's as tall as you are.
Most people in my family are big, but I'm the bulkiest. Mostly because I put work into that.
You both look really happy there.
That was right before I came out here for school. She was sad to see me leaving, but she was really happy too. I felt the same way about it.
When was the last time you saw her?
Christmas. I actually went home during our winter break, so I got to see her then.
Oh, I see. That's great then.
What about you?
Huh?
When was the last time you saw your family?
Oh. It's been a couple of years, I suppose.
A couple of years?
I don't have the best relationship with my family.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I can understand a bit, though, considering my dad.
You and your dad don't get along?
Not at all. He was abusive when I was younger.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
I wasn't the only one that caught it, though. My mom did, too. It wasn't until middle school when she finally was able to get away from him. After finding out he was cheating on her, too, that was it. We lived in a battered woman's shelter for a little while, but we eventually got our own place and really got things on track.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, but we're both stronger, better people because of it.
Seems so. You're a great guy from what I can tell. You show a lot of compassion towards other people. Honestly, I never would have guessed that just from looking at you.
Most people wouldn't. They tend to judge me for looking broody and whatnot. I'm used to that, though.
That's no good, though. You shouldn't be used to that.
I got used to it through high school, and it's mostly been that way since I got here. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me, really. I have the team and my volunteer work to satisfy any kind of need to be social. And it seems I have a friend I can call on, and if I just need some company now, I'm all good.
Oh, well, I suppose you are set then. Guess I won't worry too much about it.
Yeah, don't worry about me, I'm fine. Which reminds me, Harvey won't worry anymore now, knowing that I have had company over.
He's your friend back home, right?
That's right. He worries a lot about me not being social. Says I need to be.
Well, he is right, though.
And I'm being social, right?
You are, so I suppose he doesn't have to worry about you.
He'll still worry, but it won't be as bad.
I guess you two were close, huh?
You could say that. He was one of my only friends back home. I do miss seeing him.
He sighed, directing his attention back to the TV. That's more about Harvey, ask about the bonsai trees, or suggest working on math. I think the transition into math homework would be a little jarring. So I don't know about that one. Pressing on Harvey might not be a good idea. Changing the subject of the bonsai trees also might seem like you were awkwarded out by the whole thing, but it also could mean that you were being respectful of his obvious attempts to get away from the subject. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we Harvey, trees, or math? Harvey, trees, or math? Harvey, trees, or math? Harvey, trees, or math? We gotta vote for math. We gotta vote for math. We gotta vote for the math. 2 votes for trees. No, 4 votes for trees. 1 vote for Harvey. Well, the majority says trees right now. A vote for Harvey. Another vote for Harvey. Harvey's in second place. Trees, my
motherfucker! That's a joke about Harvey. Right now the majority says trees. In case you're wondering what the fuck that is, that's my desk being creaky. Well, the majority says trees, and the votes seem to have stopped coming in, so I'll go ahead and go with the trees. The trees. He really misses his friend. I should redirect the conversation. Hey, how about you show me your bonsai trees? I didn't notice them over with your other plants. You look for them? Yeah, I wanted to see how yours looked. Okay, let me show you mine. I keep them in the kitchen where they get a ton of sunlight, more than in here even. His mood shifted drastically. He seemed really happy you asked about his trees. Follow me and I'll show them to you. Here they are. I only have a few small ones, but I'm really happy with them. The biggest one in here is my red maple, and it's my favorite one. Whoa, this is really nice, Dozer. I've had it the longest, and I love the vibrant leaves on it. I like the others too, but this one is my baby, so to say. Next to the table with the leaves was a small shelf that was neatly organized with a variety of tools and books. You really take this seriously, huh? You have to when it comes to bonsai. It's a nice hobby, but it requires a lot of work. You seem really dedicated to it. I try. I've had some mishaps with these guys, but give them some time and they always perk back up. Do you think I could pick it up too? Bonsai? You could, as long as you have a good place for your trees to grow. Oh, I don't really have a spot like this. Well, you could always get a plant light too. Those help when you can't supply enough natural sunlight. If you're interested, I could help you get started. I'll think about it. I'd have to see if I have any place that I could set up, even with the light. I'll do what I can to help you out, if it really is something that might interest you. I have some spare tools you could have and some books you could read. As a matter of fact, here. He grabbed a book from the shelf and handed it to you. It's a basic beginner's book. Take it home with you and look through it to see if you might want to do bonsai. All right, I'll take a look through this later. We could even go to some of the classes offered at the Brindle Garden. They'll set you up with a beginner tree. Sounds like it could be fun. I'll really consider it. Cool. I'll have to look through this some tonight. He really seems hopeful. I just don't know if I could set anything up like this back home. Your trees are really impressive, Dozer. You certainly do have a green thumb, huh?
Literally, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Thanks for showing them to me.
Anytime. I'll invite you over when I do some pruning on them. And you can see how I handle that, too.
Sure thing. Now you've shown me these, how about we sit back down and go over your math work a bit? You said you needed some help with that, right? Didn't you?
Yeah, if you don't mind helping me a little more.
I don't mind.
I'll get my stuff and meet you back in the living room.
Dozer left you on the couch for a couple of minutes while he retrieved his math book, some paper, and a couple of pencils. He dropped back down beside you, and when he returned, he hunched over the table, spreading his stuff out there.
So I finished up most of the assignment from the other day, but as I got some of the last few problems, I couldn't figure them out. I was really getting frustrated with it. The more complex problems dealing with evaluating limits are really throwing me off.
You scooted a little closer to Dozer and leaned over to look at the work he was pointing at. See if I can help you figure out where you're going wrong. Going over your work here, most of this is correct. But here, look. When you simplify this equation, you split it incorrectly. Always double check the answer when you simplify it. Multiply it back together to make sure it's correct. Work slowly, one step at a time, and check each part as you go.
Oh, I see now. I should have x plus 6 instead of minus 6.
Knowing that now, you should actually be able to work through the rest of the problem. That you know how to do it all. It's just one little mistake so early on that the problem throws it off.
Go ahead and work through it while I look over a couple of these others.
Okay.
Dozer went back to the problem and worked through it while you continued checking over his work. He pointed out again that his work was correct, but each time he had one small error that ended up leading him to the wrong answer. He inched closer to you as you pointed out where he was going wrong. It was almost like he had no perception of personal space since he was against you and had his head right next to yours.
I really should just double check everything I do then. I was concerned I wasn't understanding something, but I suppose that's not the case. Thanks for pointing that out to me.
Sure thing.
I should be able to work through the rest of these in a second time without any issues. I'll do that now and see if I get the answers right.
Alrighty, I'll just watch then. While he worked, he left his phone on the table near the top of his paper, and you noticed the screen light up. He recognized the picture of Harvey that popped up on the screen.
Oh, 1 second, Harvey's calling me. I'll be right back.
Dozer picked up the phone and walked off to the kitchen.
Hello? Oh, hey, Harv, how you doing today? Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm sorry I have to cut this call short, but I have company right now. Yeah, he's at my place. He's helping me a bit with math, kind of like you always would. Yeah, think so. Really, Harvey? You're a mutt, you know that? I'll text you more about it later, okay? Yeah, you too, puppy. Bye. Sorry about that.
No problem, you could have talked to him.
It's cool, he understands, and as I figured when I told him I had company, he got really excited about it. He was rushing to get me off the phone. I'll talk with him more later.
Dozer plopped down on the couch beside you.
Let me get back to finishing this work. You really helped me understand how I need to handle these problems going forward.
Glad to hear it. As I said, you're making all the steps correctly. It's just little mistakes you're making.
I'll be more careful and check everything twice from now on. Once I'm done with this, would you say to us heading over to the gym? I really don't have much else we can do here, but we could at least do something.
Sure. Well, I don't want to make all the choices myself. The whole point of this is that y'all here with me. So do we say sure, or do we suggest something else? I obviously was about to plick. I was about to plick sure. What do you think? While you do that, I will read a selection from this book. Perhaps this complaint is correct, and perhaps it is merely complacent. Whichever, it does bring out the important point that we do not confront two simple and mutually exclusive possibilities here. Pure reduction versus pure elimination. Rather, these are the endpoints of a smooth spectrum of possible outcomes, between which there are mixed cases of partial elimination and partial reduction. Only empirical research, see Chapter 7, can tell us where on that spectrum our own case will fall. Perhaps we should speak here more liberally of revisionary materialism, instead of concentrating on the more radical possibility of an across-the-board elimination. Perhaps we should. But it has been my aim in this section to make it at least intelligible to you that our collective conceptual destiny lies substantially towards the revolutionary end of the spectrum. That is the first time I have read out of that book, and that was one of my textbooks from last semester. That reminds me, I need to fucking make a text here real quick. Oh, hey, Dinewolf retweeted the tweet. Dinewolf retweeted the tweet. Dinewolf retweeted the tweet. Tweeted the tweet. Tweeted the tweet. Alright, everyone seems to say sure, so we go with that. The shorts I'm wearing aren't really suitable for the gym, though.
I think I have something you could wear, actually.
I have a hard time believing you were ever my size.
You're right there. As odd as it sounds, though, some of Harvey's stuff managed to get mixed in with mine. And you two are about the same size. You two live together? We did for a bit. He went through some rough times at home, and my mom invited him to stay with us for a while. His clothes would end up mixed in with mine from time to time, and some of them made it out here with me, so I'm sure they'd fit you just fine.
I see. In that case, sure.
Awesome. It's hard to find a spotter sometimes, so I'm glad you'll go. I'll finish up this problem and we can go find those shorts for you.
He continued with his work, and once he was done, he left you on the couch again while he went to find some shorts for you to wear.
Here you go. These shorts will fit you just fine.
Possible. It's not a spectacular thumbnail, but it's at least something we can fucking go with.
The bathroom is the first door in the hallway, so you can change in there.
I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, look at this bathroom. Well, these shorts are a perfect fit for me. Guess his friend really was about the same size. It's kind of odd that he has a pair of his shorts, though. But I guess if they live together, it's bound to happen. I hope he doesn't want to do anything too intense at the gym. I kind of like to take it easy since we'll be back at the courts tomorrow.
They fit you alright?
Yeah, perfect fit.
Well, that's good. I figured they would be. Alright, let's get going then. We'll walk since it's just across the street. I think we'll stick to a more upper body workout today since we have practice tomorrow. Don't want to work our legs to be sore. Don't want our legs to be sore.
Sounds good to me. I was hoping it wouldn't be anything too intense because of that.
Yeah, I know better. Yeah, let's start with some bench presses and doing some stretches.
I'll go first since I can't do anywhere near the weight as you.
We'll slowly work up and see how much you can bench. Keep coming with me and we'll see improvements in no time.
Try not to break me.
I'll consider it.
He chuckled and patted you on the back before leading you to a free bench. After a quick stretch, Dozer began to load weights onto the bar in preparation for your lift.
There we go. I didn't overboard it on the weight, so you should be able to do at least 10 reps with this amount.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. He laid back on the bench and grabbed the bar over you, and Dozer waited until you had lifted the bar up before stepping forward to hold his hands just beneath it.
If the weight isn't too much, go ahead and start your reps.
With a nod of your head, you began to lower the bar. You worked through the first 10 presses with no issue. On the next set, though, your eyes were drawn to Dozer's body standing over you. He was focused on making sure the weight wasn't too much for you, but you were distracted with your eyes darting from his crotch up to his stomach and chest.
Grand focus.
Your face turned red and you directed your eyes straight up, only to see his eyes were watching yours. You quickly shifted them again to look at the bar you were pushing up.
Keep breathing too. I don't need you dropping the weights on your chest.
You grunted a response and finished off your second set. After a small break, you finished your third set of repetitions so Dozer could have his turn. Before he started his sets, you helped him add on extra weight. Jeez, you're able to bench so much more weight than me.
I'm sure I've been at this a lot longer than you have been too.
How am I supposed to help if something goes wrong?
You'd be surprised how much an extra set of hands will help. I'd not worry too much about it though. I know what my limits are.
Dozer had laid down on the bench and was getting ready to start his routine, so you stepped up and mimicked what he had done for you. You did your best to focus on making sure Dozer had everything under control, but you just couldn't help but admire the reptile's thick body. Each rep caused his muscles to visibly bulge out, and when you were entranced, you didn't even realize he had already done the first 10.
Whew, I put a little extra weight on than I did last time I was here. I could feel the difference.
It's impressive or you show off. I think we should go with it's impressive. Praise the motherfucker.
Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
Gotta vote for one. Gotta vote for one. Gotta vote for one. Alright, the votes are in. We'll go with it's impressive. It's really impressive. Nobody on the team can even come close to matching you.
You think so?
Yeah, there's no way anyone else is as powerful as you.
I suppose I've got the edge there.
I think we can be unbeatable in doubles. It'd be hard for anyone to get shot past you and not have it smashed back at them.
We'll have to practice hard and work together then.
Mm-hmm. Dozer continued with his sets, and it didn't take long for him to finish.
That's a good way to start off. I'm feeling pretty pumped already.
You look like it, too.
You can tell.
He flexed and relaxed one of his arms a few times, watching it as he did so.
I guess it is noticeable.
Yeah, it really is. He could crush my head with ease if he wanted.
What do you have in mind?
What do you have in mind next?
Since we're right here and have the opportunity for it, I figured we could do some bicep curls with the barbell. I'll take a little bit of weight off, do mine, and then we can take some more weight off for you to do yours.
And if that's what you think we should do, alright. I'm just following what you do. Dozer removed some weight from the bar and lifted it up. He put his back to you, watching the mirror while he did this exercise.
This one's pretty simple. Just take it nice and slow, making sure to watch your breathing as you go.
You stepped over, so you were watching Dozer at an angle from behind. You just watched him in the mirror, trying your best not to let your eyes wander. Do we steal a glance? He's clearly keeping an eye on us. He's noticed when we were looking the first time, so maybe we don't keep stealing glances. But at the same time, there's still an opportunity to steal a glance. What do we do? Do we dare chance it? Do we dare? Do we dare? And it makes a firing ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. Everyone's saying pick. Well, not everyone. Doomringer was the one. Was the one sensible one. Oh, damn you, Emron said too as well. Alright, I guess we'll steal a glance. But despite how hard you tried, you couldn't help but let your eyes travel to his broad back. Your gaze traveled down to his back, to his rear. His shorts might have been a little too loose around the bottom, but you could clearly see the outline of his butt under his thick tail. You let your eyes linger too long, though.
Everything look good back there?
Yeah, everything looks great. Well, your form, everything looked good in that regard. You detected a grin on his face for just a moment, but it was wiped away quickly.
Form means a lot, so that's good to know. It's time for me to see if your form is just as good.
That seemed to work out just fine. He set the bar down and removed some weight from it until you felt comfortable with the amount left on it. You took the same position he had and started your lifts.
There you go, looking good.
Dozer was watching you in the mirror, but you caught him staring at your rear end. He looked confused, though, and after a moment of staring, you saw his eyes go wide, and he covered his face with his hand. After he did that, he stepped behind you, keeping barely a foot of space between the two of you.
Everything alright, Dozer? Just remembered something I need to take care of. We need to head back home after you're done with this routine. Okay then. Sorry to have to cut this short. No worries, it's just about done. Once you were done, Dozer helped to quickly put up the weights you had been using. Alright, let's go back to my place. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Come on. Okay. You can go ahead and change back into your other shorts. Just toss those ones you were wearing in the basket in the bathroom. I'm gonna change also. Okay. I wonder what it is he had to come back and take care of so suddenly. He's acting odd on the way home, walking behind me. Hope everything's okay. He pulled off the shorts Dozer had let you borrow and went to toss them in the only basket in the bathroom. Before you dropped them in, though, you noticed something smeared along the back of them that had dried up. Ah, I must have sat in something while at the gym. Glad we cut that trip short after all. You left the other shorts in the clothes basket? Yeah, seems like I had sat in something while at the gym. It dried all over the back of the shorts. Did you notice it? Yeah, I saw. That's why I was standing behind you, so nobody else would see it. Thanks, then. Did you take care of whatever it is you'd remembered? Yeah, it's handled now. I'm really sorry to have cut that trip short on you. Don't worry about it. It's alright. Let me make it up to you with dinner. It's nearly time for that anyway. I can whip us something in the kitchen. Unless you'd rather head home, of course. I can stick around. I got no reason to be home anytime soon. Good. You can relax in here. I'll make us something real quick. You like chicken? Yeah, I do. Alright, it won't take too long. I don't normally watch much TV, so I guess I'll just keep it on the channel Dozer had it on. It looks like the show we were watching is still on. Leave it. I suppose this'll do. Maybe I'll see why he likes it so much. Didn't really get the chance to watch it earlier. While you watch TV, Dozer would periodically pop in to check up on you. Sup? You gonna call your grandma?
I actually have an important question.
I'm gonna mute the microphone real quick, guys. BRB. Sorry about that, y'all. While you watch TV, Dozer would periodically pop in to check up on you. What'd you decide to watch? I just kept on the show you were watching. Oh, cool. Maybe you'll like it. Seems interesting so far. This is a good episode, too. You'll be surprised with how it ends. No spoilers. Of course, I wouldn't do that. As he said, it wasn't long before the smell of chicken filled the room. Hey, come get some food. It's done. I grilled chicken and seasoned it with lemon pepper, and I have salad on the side. I always have a lot of fresh vegetables for meals like this, so help yourself to any of it. Smells great, Dozer. Thanks for cooking dinner for me. It's the least I can do for you coming over today. Go ahead and mix yourself a plate. I'll get mine after. I'll pour some drinks while you do that. Alright, thanks. Dozer had prepared enough chicken to feed a small group of people, but you knew most of it would be eaten by him. You grabbed a piece of chicken and prepared a salad on your plate while Dozer readied your drinks. We'll just eat in the living room. I'll put your drink on the left side of the table. Gotcha.
After returning to the living room to eat, Dozer followed not long behind you. As you thought, most of the chicken ended up on his plate with his salad in a completely different dish.
I see you judging my plate.
I'm not. I remember what you told me yesterday about how much you eat. I understand why, but it's still astounding.
I'm a big guy, gotta eat a lot.
Chicken is really good. Just the right amount of flavor and it's juicy.
I cook enough of it, so I should know how to do what I'm doing by now. Glad you like it.
You'll have to invite me over more often if you're going to cook for me.
Maybe so.
Dozer finished by eating his food. Dozer finished eating his food long before you did, despite having roughly 3 times the amount. He leaned back with a sigh once he was done, resting one hand on his stomach with the other stretched out along the couch back. What are you going to spend the rest of your night doing?
I'll do some math work. That's about it. How about you?
Not sure. Probably. Just mess around with my computer. There isn't much else I have to do back home.
Feel free to stick around here as long as you like if you aren't in any rush. Might be boring, but having company is nice.
You're right. It's nice having someone around. I appreciate the offer. I'll stay a bit longer, but I'd like to head home before it gets dark.
Yes, that you have to walk.
Yeah. Now, if you're done with your dishes, let me take them to the kitchen and rinse them off.
You don't have to do that.
Well, I'm gonna. You stood up before he could and put your hand out to stop him from getting up while you gathered the dishes.
Thanks.
No problem. After gathering the dishes, you carried them to the kitchen and rinsed them off. You noticed Dozer's phone was sitting on the counter still, and the screen was lit up with a new message showing on the screen. Looks like Harvey's picture on the screen with the message. OMG, that pair of shorts. After what you did, you big dork, I can't believe that.
Wonder if this has to do with the shorts I was wearing today.
What in the world could he have done to them?
Hey, Dozer, your phone's lighting up in here. Oh, thanks. I forgot I left it sitting in there. Looks like a few messages from Harvey.
Is everything okay? He's blushing. He's blushing. He's blushing.
Yeah.
I wonder what else Harvey said to him to make him turn red. I'll probably never know, though. You finished rinsing the dishes off and took it upon yourself to go ahead and load them into the dishwasher before joining back with Dozer in the living room. He was still using his phone, but he set it aside when you sat back down beside him.
Thanks for taking care of those for me. I'll handle the rest of it later.
You're welcome. It really is no trouble.
Let's just relax now.
I like that idea. Dozer's phone lit up again, and he picked it up.
I swear Harvey likes to make life difficult for me.
What is it?
He keeps asking me to send you a picture of you to him. Oh, okay. Let's just do it like this.
He turned how he was sitting, putting his back to you, and he held his phone out in front of him.
I'll send one of the both of us. There. You should be happy with that. Maybe he'll leave me alone now.
Why would he want a picture of me?
He's always been a curious one, so when he finds out I have a new friend, he has to know everything I know. Just how he is.
Oh, that's all? Sounds like an interesting one, that's for sure.
He certainly is.
He put his phone back on the table, face down this time. Time seemed to just waste away while you sat there on the couch with Dozer. Before long, you could see the sun beginning to drop as night approached. Man, where's the time gone today? It's about time for me to head home.
Oh yeah, it's starting to get dark out, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna be alright walking home, or you're gonna be alright walking home, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I haven't had any issues yet.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed yourself today.
I did. Thanks for having me over. Don't forget, when you get ready to work on your trees some more, you have to have me back over so I can watch.
That's right. You be sure to look through that book.
I will. I think I'll do that tonight, actually.
And I don't think I'll wait long to invite you back over.
Oh, well, whenever then. I'm free most of the time, so
I'll keep that in mind. Send me a message when you're home, alright?
Will do. Shouldn't take more than about 20 minutes or so.
Got it. Well, be safe then, and I'll see you on the courts tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you then. He had his hand on your back as he guided you out to the door, and you could hear him locking up as soon as the door was shut behind you.
Yum, yum, yum.
Ah, welcome home, Grant.
Thanks, Maria.
Have a good time?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. It was a pretty relaxing day.
Wonderful to hear. When are you going to invite him over for dinner?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that you'd have enough food to feed him.
Really, he eats a lot?
He does. He ate triple the amount of food I ate tonight.
Well, that's nothing I can't handle. Invite him over one day this week, and I'll cook good dinner for you boys. Any idea what kind of food he likes?
Fish, chicken, and vegetables from what I've seen him eat so far.
Okay. I'll do some shopping tomorrow and pick up some supplies, so be sure to have him over one day this week.
Alright, I'll ask him when a good time might be. I'm going to my room to read now, since he sent a book home with me to check out.
What kind of book?
It's a book about bonsai trees.
Does he do that?
He does. He showed me his trees and other plants today. They really look good.
That's so neat. You really must have him over then. I'd like to talk with him.
Yeah, I'll be sure to invite him over and you can talk with him.
Marvelous. I'll look forward to it. Go on now, you can go read.
I'll go ahead and let Dozer know I'm here. I'm home going to look at this book now. That was quick. I suppose he already had his phone in his hands. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe that book will encourage Ooh to start bonsai with me. We'll see. I'll get back to you about that. Alright, I'll leave Ooh alone while you read. You don't have to. I don't mind chatting while I read. It's harder to focus. Just stick to the book. It'll be around whenever Ooh finish with it for the night. Okay, I'll shoot you a message when I'm done then. Let's see what this book has in it. Who knows? Maybe I'll start a new hobby.
Day 8, Moon Day.
Ah, the new picture for the fucking bedroom.
Yes, we can continue.
It's a little early for me to be awake. I don't have class, and it's still a little while until I have to go to practice. Guess I can lay here a bit longer. Yeah, Dozer, why are you in my room? Harvey told me I needed to talk to you. Now? How did you even find me? Harvey told me where to find you. How would he... This is a dream. How would he know? Harvey just knows these things. So what did you want to talk to me about? Harvey really said I needed to show you something. I'm like, oh my god. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. Like what? What couldn't wait until later? Are you ready? I'm just in case. Sure? Okay. I thought it was gonna be his dick or something. What the fuck is that face? Holy shit! Oh my god, it's incredible! Oh my god! What's going on? What's the matter? Your eyes. What about them? They're so big. The better to see you with, my dear. You want to know what else is big? Okay, fruit bat coming back on. Your hands are pretty big. Dozer, what are you doing? Come here and you'll find out. Dozer. Oh, you shit. Jesus.
Oh, that should have been a thumbnail moment, didn't it? Ah, damn it, I didn't fucking put the text box away. Let's go back. Let's go back. Thumbnail moment. Christ, look at that face, man. Jesus criminy. It's that face right there. Oh, Christ. What? What just happened? The Dozer's gone, and the color went from the room again. I was just dreaming. What the hell kind of dream was that? Just his eyes. It's 69 degrees in here. How are you still cold?
Because I have anemia.
Have you been taking your pill?
No.
Come on, man. I don't think about it. I've never really noticed his eyes. Wonder why that is. I know. I'll see if I'm gonna get a look at a practice later today. In the meantime, I guess I'm gonna get my day started. There's no way I'm going back to sleep after that. That fucking face. Dozer isn't here yet. Hey, Grant. Hey, Chester. How you today? Pretty good. Dozer isn't at the courts yet, is he? I haven't seen him yet, and he's kind of hard to miss. Okay. Well, I have a question for you. What's up? Have you ever seen Dozer's eyes? That's a bit of an odd question. I know, but it's something that came to mind recently. Come to think of it, I don't know if I've ever noticed his eyes before. Now I'm curious. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I wouldn't have cared had you not brought it up, though. That just means you gotta find out with me, then. Wouldn't that be kinda creepy, just staring at his eyes? You're supposed to make eye contact with people when you're talking to them, though, so there's nothing really creepy about that. I almost always do, so that's something that bugs me about never noticing his eyes before. You're right. I wonder when he'll show up. Practice will start soon, so I imagine he'll be here any moment. Yeah, let's warm up while we wait then. Sounds good. You and Chester went through your normal stretching exercises with the other team members, keeping an eye out for Dozer to show up. As time for practice to begin passed, Dozer still hadn't shown up. Wonder where he's at. Yeah, hope everything's okay. He seemed fine yesterday. Yesterday? Oh yeah, I saw him yesterday. We went to the gym and got some lifting done. What? You guys should have invited me too. I hate going alone. Oh, next time then. I'll keep that in mind. I hope Dozer doesn't mind. He doesn't seem to like he enjoys being around other people much. You'd be surprised. You just gotta talk with him.
Alright guys, let's get started practicing. Dozer seems to be missing, so Spencer go with Darius and Grant with Chester for now.
Got it. Looks like it's you and me today. So let's get started with practice. I don't even know what he wants us practicing on today. Alright, I guess let's just do a practice match and we'll see if he wants us to do anything else. Okay, that sounds good. I really do hope things are fine with Dozer. Nothing seemed wrong yesterday. You and Chester began a warm-up rally, and right before you guys started your match, you noticed Dozer off the courts chatting with Coach Grifter. Hey, Chess, check it out!
It looks like he's here now.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to change up, if that's going to change up Coach's plans any.
It might. Coach is heading this way with Dozer. Alright guys, it looks like we're gonna change things up over here since Dozer arrived. We're gonna do some doubles matches, since Dozer and Grant should be practicing together a bit more as partners. That sound good with you guys?
That's good with me. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Dozer?
Holy shit, his eyes are open. Holy shit, you can see them. You can see them.
Yeah, that's fine with me too, Coach.
Eyes.
What's that, Grant?
Nothing, Coach. Let's get Dozer warmed up so we can start this. That fucking face. Christ.
You're right, let's get this started. Everything alright, Grant? You look a little dazed. And any idea why Chester's staring so intently at me?
Oh, well, it's your eyes.
My eyes?
We've never noticed them before, but now for some reason they're just really standing out.
Oh, that makes sense.
It does?
Yeah, my new contacts finally arrived today. It's why I was late for practice. It's the first time in a while I've been able to see properly without squinting my eyes.
This whole time you've just been squinting?
Yep, that's all. Is it really that big a deal?
I think the obvious answer here is no, it's not a big deal. But what do you guys think?
Eyes. He has eyes. My God.
The majority says no. Guess not.
Then let's get started with practice. You can look into more later.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, the official guide said so? Oh, well, let's see what happens if we say yes. Yeah, it's nice to be able to actually see your eyes.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a compliment. Okay.
I guess it's good that I can see you properly too. I might actually play better on the courts even. I think it's time to find out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's find out. Okay, that was better. That was better. That was better. Coach paired up with Chester to play against you and Dozer, so once Dozer was stretched, warmed up, and ready to go, you guys started a match.
Man, I feel like I'm playing so much better now.
You are, Dozer. You're really nailing your shots. Those contacts really make a huge difference, aren't they?
They really are. What's the deal, Dozer? You're playing way better than normal. Because I can see for a change. I got new contacts today, so I'm not struggling to see anything.
That explains the eyes.
You too, Chester?
I'm gonna get some water.
Both of you were really that surprised, huh?
It's kind of my fault since I brought them up to him.
Is that so?
Yeah, I had a dream about you last night. It made me wonder why I never noticed your eyes before.
What kind of dream?
I'm going to show you something. That fucking face. Oh my God. It's so hilarious. I wonder how far the guide does go. Like, I don't want to be beholden to the guide necessarily, but at the same time I want to do it right. So it's like, do I follow the guide? Do I just do everything by the book? But I do wonder how far the guide goes because oh shit. Shit. Did I tab it? Oh, did I bookmark it? I should have bookmarked it. I didn't. God damn it, why didn't I? No, I did. Haha, I did. The Dozer guide goes through day 10, and we're on day 8. Cool. Alright. So I guess we'll just leave the phone up there. It didn't say anything in this, but everyone says truth, so truth! Or, well, you were in my room. Odd, since I've never been to your place. I thought so too, but you said Harvey told you where I lived, and he told you to show me something. You opened your eyes, and they were, like, huge. Like, those creepy pony toys huge. It happened with a flash of light and sparkles. That sounds a bit silly. Believe me, I was shocked.
Harvey's had some weird dreams about me too, but it's not like the first time I've heard something like that. Come on, let's go get some water too. It's time for a short break.
He followed Dozer over to where Chester was to get some water. Chester kept his eyes down and trotted away after getting his drink. Dozer got a drink and took a seat on a bench facing the courts. For once, you could actually see over his head while behind him. Oh, he's got a really big scar on the back of his head. Hey, Dozer, where'd you get the scar in your head? It's kind of big.
I'll tell you about it later if you want to know. It's kind of a long story, and it's time to finish up our match with Coach and Chester.
Oh, alright, if you don't mind telling me. I'm curious to hear the reason.
Sure, after practice I'll tell you about it. Let's get back to the match now.
Got it.
Whew, you two really fought for that win. Good job.
We plan on taking the number 1 spot at regionals, so you can expect that from us all season.
Great! If you guys keep working together like you did today, I have no doubt that you'll be able to. Chester played good too, but we don't really sync up like you and Dozer did. I'm a bit impressed you two played so well together.
We really were in sync, huh, Dozer?
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. We worked great together. Haha, it's like there's more between you two than what I see. Like you linked through brainwaves or something.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna check on Spencer and Darius to see how their practice is going. Our match took so long, that's all we're gonna do for practice today. So feel free to head out whenever you want. Since practice is over, we can head over to the student lounge to chat. That cool with you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. The building should be open just a little bit longer.
Yep, let's go then. So, you saw the scar on the back of my head while I was sitting down.
Yeah, it was hard to see in any other position, but when you were sitting, it's pretty obvious. How'd that happen?
Let's take a seat and I'll tell you about it.
You joined Dozer on one of the sofas in the lounge, and he propped up over against the arm of it, looking at you.
Well, it was Harvey's fault I got the scar, first of all.
Harvey's fault? What'd he do?
A few years ago during high school, there was a bomb threat at the school. We were evacuated to the football field like normal, and everyone just kind of was sitting around talking and whatnot. We assumed it was a normal drill until an explosion went off near the gym right beside the field.
That's crazy. Someone bombed your school?
Tell me about it. Crazy rival school fan took things to terrorism levels that day. Anyway, everyone was dashing to the bleachers to cover from falling debris, and I was trying to get cover. I realized Harvey hadn't budged. He ended up being so scared that he couldn't get his legs to cooperate with him. Another blast went off nearby, and I didn't really have time to think about what I was doing, so I dove on top of him to shield him from all the rubble raining down on the field. I had a heavy jacket on, so thankfully it wasn't enough to fully protect me, and something heavy hit me on where that scar is. Nearly knocked me out on top of him. I ended up pretty sore and bruised after the whole ordeal, and I was left with that scar.
That's pretty terrifying.
It was. We were lucky that nobody was seriously wounded. We had some people taken to the hospital, but injuries weren't that bad.
I suppose Harvey ended up being okay thanks to you?
He was fine, aside from being shaken up by the incident. I don't know what would have happened had I not gone back.
Now, according to the guide, it says we're supposed to comment on his actions being reckless. The other option is that his actions were brave. I would say choose brave, because it's obviously like you were being brave.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would the... It says we get 1 like if we choose to call him reckless. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Maybe it's a typo? Let's see what happens if I click on reckless. Wasn't what you did really reckless, though?
Very much so. I put myself at risk, but I figured I could handle it.
Let's see what happens if we say brave. That's really brave, Dozer.
I suppose it was. I don't know what I would have done if something had happened to him, so I wanted to protect him.
Okay, well, both are positive, I guess, because he seems to agree that he was being reckless.
Weird. I never really thought about my own safety at the time. I don't regret what I did, but I know I could have handled it a lot better.
Well, it's good that everyone got out of it alive.
Yep. So you know how I got the scar on the back of my head. Now you gotta tell me something about yourself.
Oh, I don't have any interesting stories like that to tell.
Doesn't have to be a story like mine. Just tell me something about you. Anything you want.
Huh. Well... Man, this is tough.
I don't find anything about myself to really be that interesting. Then tell me why you decided to play tennis.
Why I decided to play tennis?
It all goes back to the summer of '92 when the general walked up to me and said, "Hey, play tennis." And then I did.
Sicily.
Picture it. Sicily, 1841. A beautiful young Sicilian girl. Mostly because of Spencer, actually.
Spencer?
I guess he's my Harvey, you could say. We've been friends for a long time, I always looked up to him. He talked me into playing, and I'm glad I got started. I really enjoy this sport, and it keeps me in shape, and I've met some really awesome people because of it. It's been really beneficial overall.
I see. Well, that makes sense. I guess it's safe to assume you and Spencer are pretty close, too?
Like brothers, I'd think. I don't get to spend much time with him like I used to, since he's always so busy. But that doesn't change anything. I know he's always got my back if I need it.
You can count on me, too, if you ever need it.
Yeah? I'm glad to hear that.
I find it amusing both of us have a close friend that's a canine. Both of them are huskies, no less. Man's best friend, right?
You're right about that. Like you with Harvey, I don't know where I'd be without Spence. He's really had a huge impact on my life.
It's good to have friends like that.
I just wish he wasn't always so damn busy nowadays.
Well, if you ever need someone to hang out with, you have my number. I can understand how you feel, not getting to see your best friend as often as you like.
Thanks, Dozer. And that reminds me, I was told I should invite you over to my place for dinner one night this week.
Oh?
My roommate said to invite you over, and she'd cook a big meal for us.
Sounds like a great idea. Can't turn that down.
Would tomorrow be good? We don't have practice or anything.
Yeah, tomorrow would be good. I'll be doing some volunteer work until around 4, then I can head over.
Cool.
If that's the case, while we still have some daylight, how about you show me your place? You do live nearby, don't you?
I do. I suppose I can go ahead and take you over there. This was bound to happen sooner or later anyway, so I might as well get it out of the way. Unless you have anything else you want to do, we can head there now.
I'm down to go now.
Alright, well, we have time, so we'll just walk there.
Lead the way, then. Hey, Grant.
What is it, Dozer?
This is the right way to your home, isn't it?
Of course. Why would I take you this way otherwise?
This place is kinda shady. You're not trying to lure me into some trap, are you? I'm kidding. But really, this is the way you take?
Yeah. See, the bus stop is right over there.
Huh, so it is. Alright, then.
Home was just a little bit further down the road. Here we are. This is home.
This place? The Cresthaven Homeless Shelter?
Yeah.
You're living in a homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm. Nobody really knows, and I don't tend to talk about it. Come on, let me introduce you to the owner, and I'll tell you a little more about it.
Okay.
Maria, I'm home. Ah! Maria, this is Dozer.
A pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
My, I certainly wasn't expecting such a large fellow when you told me about him, Grant. It's nice to meet you as well, Dozer. I've heard some nice things about you.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Maria, you told me to invite him over for dinner, so unless it's too short a notice, would tomorrow be all right? Certainly. I can go get some things tomorrow afternoon, and I can cook a nice dinner.
I appreciate the invitation. I haven't had a good cooked meal that I didn't make since Christmas.
Of course, any friend of Grant's is welcome here any time. I brought him by today so he could know how to get here tomorrow. So I'm gonna show him around. All right, I think I'll sit out here for a little bit. Let me show you my room, Dozer. There's not much in it, but it's enough.
Reminds me a bit of my place. There isn't much here, but what's the point of having too much, right?
Well, in my case, I had to sell all my other stuff to get by.
Why? What happened?
I told you I moved out of my home when I had a stable job, right?
You might have. I have a bad memory sometimes.
Well, that's what I did. I thought I had a good job, so I moved out on my own. Despite how I thought it was stable, the business itself wasn't that stable. Business was so bad that they had to close down, and of course I lost my job. I had a terrible run of luck and couldn't find another job, and things continued to crumble for me. I sold as much stuff as I could to keep things going, but it only got me so far. Maria found me sleeping in a makeshift tent over in the park one day and invited me here. It's been about a year now, and I'm so thankful for all she's done. I feel so ashamed about it at times. And I can't go to my parents about it, otherwise my dad is just going to use that as a reason to shove me towards joining the military. Not even Spencer knows still. I think you're the only person. You looked away from Dozer while talking to him, but when he put his hand on your shoulder, your eyes were drawn back to his.
There's nothing wrong with this, Grant. You do what you can to survive, and you make the best of what you have. Trust me, I've been there before with my mom, remember?
That's right. You did mention that to me.
I understand how you feel. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. You got that? Whether that be from something to eat or just someone to talk to, don't hesitate to give me a call.
Thanks, Dozer. I'll certainly remember that. He stepped forward without warning and wrapped his arms around you, giving you a gentle hug.
You'd better. I mean it when I say if you need anything.
Yeah, thanks.
I know this can be tough to handle, so I'm here for you. Though you seem to be doing a good job of dealing with it.
I do what I can. No point in letting it drag me down too much, right?
That's a good outlook for it. It's good to see you're so positive about it. Not everyone would react that way. I certainly didn't. I was angry, depressed, embarrassed. I went through so many emotions, and I had nobody I felt confident in telling. My mother dealt with a lot of shit from me from that time, but she said she stayed strong through it all.
Really? I can't see you as being anything but calm and mellow.
That happened over the past few years, but believe me, you don't want to see me when I'm angry.
I'll try to avoid making you mad then.
I don't think you have anything to worry about there. It takes a lot to push those buttons now.
That's good. I think anyone that makes you angry would regret it. You could just smash them.
Dozer, smash!
He raised his fist in the air and brought them down quickly, making you flinch. But he stopped and just let his hands rest on his shoulders, letting out a chuckle.
Don't worry, I'll never hurt you.
You caught me off guard there.
I'm sure that won't be the last time.
Why do you say that?
Just me saying silly things. Anyhow, I should get going so I can get most of the way back home before it gets dark outside.
Oh, well, you have about an hour before it gets dark, and it'll take about 20 minutes to get home.
You want me to stick around a bit longer?
Take a moment while I scratch my head.
Son, scratch my head. If you're in no hurry,
you just stick around a little bit longer and chat with me and Maria. Oh, that reminds me. She did mention wanted to talk to you about plants. I told her about yours and your bonsai trees. She seemed really interested in that.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you think bonsai might be something you'd get into?
Checking the guide. Yes, you could get into bonsai equals one love. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Motherfucker. Yeah, I think so. I want to give it a shot, but I don't know if my room is really suitable for it.
Looks like you get a lot of light in your window. And I can help you with getting plant light too, if you're really serious about trying. We can go back to the bonsai garden in Brindle to get you a starter tree this weekend.
If you want, that sounds like it could be fun.
Of course I want to. It'll be nice to have someone else here I can share this hobby with. I gather my spare tools for you, and we'll get your windowsill set up for a nice little tree to grow in. You like that idea?
Yeah, I do.
Great. Leave it to me and I'll help you get set up.
Sure, I'll be counting on you then.
Let's go chat with Maria now. I'd like to talk a little bit with her.
Yeah, sounds good. Welcome back. I mentioned you wanted to talk with him about plants and stuff, so we decided to come back out and chat. That's right. Grant said you have somewhat of a green thumb and that you have even had a few bonsai trees.
I suppose that's all true.
Do you have any pictures of your plants you could show me?
Oh, if you'd like to see them, I do.
Maria sat with Dozer on the couch and he pulled out his phone to show her what pictures he had. You were surprised to see how quickly he opened up to her, talking about his trees and the variety of other plants he was growing in his home. They sat and talked about the best plants to grow for the area and shared some tips with each other before Maria hopped off the couch. Let me get you a cutting of the plant I have in the kitchen. You can just grow in some water until the roots are big enough to put in dirt.
It's great being able to talk about my plants with someone else that's so interested in them.
Maria's been doing a lot of work outside lately, getting ready to plant a bunch of things. That's right, it's that time of year. Maria handed Dozer a small bag with a plant sticking out of it. This is called a wandering Jew. What? A wandering Jew? That's a thing? Gonna put me on a search list. A wandering Jew. A wandering Jew. Yeah, it's a thing. It's also called the Purple Heart. Why the fuck is it called the Wandering Jew? Is a character from Christian legend. Oh no, that's a disambiguation on fucking. That's Wikipedia. That's Wikipedia. Why the fuck is it called that? Wikipedia doesn't say anything about it. Okay. If you say so. You put it in some water and then you get home and stick it in a place that gets lots of light. It'll root in no time, so then you can plant it. Propagating these guys is easy, and they'll really spread.
Thank you. I'll be sure to take care of it.
My plant is huge, so I put several cuttings in there. I hope it grows well for you.
I'm sure it will. I have a perfect spot to put it. I really should be heading home now, since it's going to be getting dark soon.
Oh, it is about that time, isn't it? Well, have a safe trip home, and I suppose I'll see you tomorrow, right?
If it's no bother, I will be back.
Of course it's no bother. I'll making dinner. I'll make a good dinner for us all.
I'll look forward to it.
Maria, I'm going to walk part of the way with Dozer. All right, be careful.
You don't have to do that, Grant.
I don't mind. I figured I'd follow you to the bus stop at least.
Well, if you want, I won't stop you.
Good. Let's be off then.
You really didn't have to walk back out here with me.
I wanted to. Are you going to wait for the bus or just walk home?
I think I'll just walk. It shouldn't take that long from here.
All right then, I'll see you tomorrow. Just let me know when you get back home.
I will, don't worry. And then, thanks for inviting me over. I enjoyed seeing your place and getting to chat with you and Maria.
Oh, of course. You're welcome anytime. Maria loves having guests over.
She's really cool.
She is.
Anyway, I'll catch you later, Grant.
He put his hand on your head and ruffled your hair around a moment before walking off. You stood and watched him until he glanced over his shoulder at you. That caused you to turn around and walk back towards the shelter. Well, that was quite the surprise. Sorry, I should have told you sooner. Oh no, inviting him over was fine, but he's so big. I expected him to be around your size. I was startled when I first popped in here, and he was just towering over me. But he seems so nice. I'm glad I got to talk with him. I can't believe he talked so much with you. It was pretty surprising considering how hard it was for me to talk to him. I have that special charm, though. You really do. It's called huge tits. Like, oh my god. Like, goddamn. No. I think I'll go get some fresh salmon fillets for tomorrow and make a teriyaki glazed salmon with some rice and fresh veggies. Does that sound good? I'm sure he'll love that. Wonderful. I'll look forward to talking with him again tomorrow. I'll let you shower now and wind down for the night. I know you have class in the morning. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow then, Maria. Have a good night. Well, glad to have that out of the way. Dozer now knows where I live, and he was really cool about it. It makes sense, though, since he's been in my shoes before. I wonder if he'll tell Harvey. I don't suppose that really matters, since he doesn't live around here. Who would he tell, anyway? I suppose it's time to get cleaned up and relax for the night. Dozer should be home by the time I get a shower. Day 9, Tuesday. Do I continue? Do you want me to continue, Bri?
I mean, I gotta call my grandma, but I'm waiting for you to finish.
Oh, so do you want me to stop?
Not if you have energy and stuff.
I'm kind of just. I could keep going, but I don't know how long these days are, so I never know if I can make it to the end or not.
It's up to you, babe. It's you and your channel, man.
I know, but I don't want to be inconsiderate. Besides, if it was really a pressing issue, you could just go into the bedroom to make a phone call, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. It's morning. I didn't have any other plan or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should stop. I didn't have any other weird dreams about Dozer last night, so I suppose that's a good thing. At least as long as this isn't a dream. You peered around your room just to make sure nothing out of the ordinary was there. I think it's safe. That was such a weird dream. I guess I should get ready for class and head out. We have a math test today, so I need to refresh my mind some beforehand. Oh, I have a message on my phone already. It's kind of early for that. And it's from Dozer. She had us to bring my tennis clothes to school today. Wonder what he has in mind. I'll find out soon enough, though. I'm early for Coach's class, so I can study a little bit before his class starts. I won't really have much time for it after his class ends. I hope Dozer is taking the time to prepare now. You pulled out your math notebook and scanned over what information you could while waiting for Coach Grifter's class to start. Once his class began, you put your notes away and put your focus into his class. Coach's lecture dragged on, and much to your surprise, he cut his class short by 15 minutes as he finished going over what he wanted and just dished out his assignment for the day. Class ended early, so I can get some last-minute cramming in with Dozer. I better make the most of it. He's already here. Hey, Dozer.
Oh, Gran. Is it time for class to start already?
Not yet. Coach let us out of his class early. I was hoping to catch you before class started. Did you want to go over anything particular before a test?
Actually, that'd be great. I was looking over a couple of these problems, and I can't seem to get it right. You just helped me with it a couple of days ago, so it's already slipped my mind. And it's already slipped my mind.
Let's see what you got. We'll make sure it's fresh in your head so it shouldn't throw you off during the test.
Thanks.
You pulled a chair over to Dozer's desk and sat down beside him. You spent the time up until class began going over a few problems with Dozer. When you were done, you were confident Dozer would be fine on his test.
Thanks for the last-minute help. I should be good now.
You'll do great. Just keep the stuff we've been over in mind, and you won't have any issues.
Yeah. And would you mind sticking around outside the classroom to wait for me until you finish?
Sure.
Cool. Well, good luck on the test.
You too. You moved your chair back to your desk and readied yourself for the test. That really wasn't that bad. The homework problems were more difficult than the test questions.
The test was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Oh, Chester, you already done with it?
Yeah, math is my thing, believe it or not.
I'd never have guessed that with you.
Most people don't. Anyway, what are you doing now?
Waiting on Dozer. He had something he wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, I see. I'll keep you company for a bit then, if you'd like.
Sure. Not sure how long he'll be.
He'll be out soon with how easy that was.
I hope so. I was helping him with a few problems before the test started.
Oh, math's giving him some trouble?
A little bit, but he seemed like he was going to do just fine.
He will. How can he not?
Well, see soon enough, I guess.
Yep. So, aside from a little chat with Dozer, do you have any plans for the rest of the day?
I don't right now.
We should do something then. At least until I have to go to work.
That didn't sound like a bad idea. But I'll wait to give you an answer and to that until Dozer tells me what he wanted, whatever he has to tell me.
Fair enough.
Well, let's sit down. No point in standing around when we don't know how long it'll be. All right. You and Chester sat on one of the benches in the hallway and continued talking while you waited for Dozer. The time he had was running out, and when it was time for the class to be finished, he would be forced to turn in his test.
He's really cutting it close, isn't he? He's got about 10 more minutes left.
Yeah, he's probably just checking his work now. I told him to always double check it.
You're right. It's a good idea to do that. Hey, look, he's coming out now. Hey, Dozer. Hi, Chester. What are you doing here? I was giving Grant company while he waited for you.
How do you think you did?
I think I did all right. I spent the last 20 minutes just going back over my work. I caught a few mistakes and corrected them, so I'm glad I took the time. The last bit of help you gave me really helped out a ton, too.
Yeah? I'm glad you got the chance, then. So, what'd you want to talk to me about?
It wasn't really anything important. I was just going to see if you wanted to hit the gym with me. The test was a little stressful for me, and the gym is a great way to help me relax.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, can I come too? I hate going to the gym alone, and I've not been with anyone since last week.
I'm cool if you are, Dozer.
Yeah, that's fine. Together you two might actually match me, right? Is that a challenge? Not at all. You got my message this morning, I hope, Grant.
Yeah, I wondered why you wanted me to bring my tennis clothes, but now it makes sense.
Chester, do you have anything you can wear? I have some spare clothes in my locker. Cool. Let's head to the locker room and get changed then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I just saw what you said, 3OP God. Glad to know your opinion. About the voices. I might have to duck out a little early on you guys, since I have to be at work in a couple hours, and I have to make sure I shower before heading in.
No problem, I just want to burn some stress, so we'll probably leave with you.
He glanced over at Dozer, and he was just staring at his locker before deciding to change, like he was lost in thought. Oh my god. Come on, you guys, you gotta get changed so we can go.
Oh, yeah, let's make this quick.
Oh, holy Jesus. What are you gonna work on? Arms, chest, legs? You're pretty much all set in those areas.
Let's focus more on you guys. Grant, what do you want to work on?
Arms, chest, or legs? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm doing good, huh? Just too cringy for you? Arms, chest, or legs, guys? Well, well, let's see what the fucking...
Never skip leg day.
The guy doesn't say anything. The guy doesn't say anything about, this, so I don't really think it matters. Arms, chest, arms, legs. We did just work arms the other day. I guess we'll go with chest, because we work legs with tennis. We work arms. We worked arms the other day. We haven't worked chest in a while, so I guess we'll go with that. Especially since 36 OP God said chest, and he knows my voices are cringy, so I guess we'll just go with that. We'll just go with that, huh? Chest.
My chest?
I meant chest. Just chest exercises today would be good.
Oh, sure, that'll be fine.
End me now.
Come on, hurry and finish getting ready so we can go get started. How long did you say you have, Chester?
I'd say about an hour.
Alright, that should be plenty of time then. We should be able to knock out for about 4 different routines as long as you don't goof off.
Me? Why me and not Grant?
Because he knows I'll get mad if you goof off in here since we could get hurt. And he knows that he doesn't want to see me mad.
I don't think I want to either.
You don't.
Have you seen him mad? Not yet, and I don't aim to find out. Just do as he says, and everything will go smoothly. Got it.
First things first, make sure you're loosened up. Then we can move on to starting with some bench presses. Grant will go first, then we'll add some weight for Chester, and then I'll add some more weight for myself and go last.
I bet I can do the same amount of weight as you, though. I don't know, Chest. Dozer's bigger than you are. Pff, size ain't everything.
That's true. I suppose we'll just have to see, huh? But the moment I realize you're struggling, no more trying to match me. I don't want you to hurt yourself, got it?
Of course. With stretching out of the way, Dozer led you to the first weigh station and began preparing it for you. Once it was ready, he stepped aside and beckoned you to it.
Pretty sure I got the weight right, but if it's too much, let me know and I'll take some off.
Alright. You laid back on the bench and gripped the bar, preparing yourself to lift the weights up. Chester stood behind you and Dozer stood off to the side to watch you. I will never forget what you said. You laid back on the... I already said that, didn't I?
Is the weight alright?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got this, Grant. Come on, get these reps done.
Chill, Chester. Let him go at his own pace. He's got it under control.
Dozer had snuck some extra weight, but it it wasn't more than you could handle. He could see that, otherwise he would have already stepped in. You finished up your sets with Chester continuing to push you and finish your final repetitions. Once you were done, he took your place and Dozer added some extra weight. Come on, I can do more than that, Dozer!
This is enough, Chester. Remember, we're not pushing ourselves today.
Then why did you put more weight on mine?
But I always do more than this, even on light days.
Come on, Chess, just go with what you got. It's way more than what I was doing.
Fine, I'll just go with this then. And I'll be your spotter, just in case. Yeah.
Just started to lift the weights, but a look on his face told you there was more weight on his bar than he realized.
Everything alright, Chester? Yeah. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. For not wanting to push ourselves, he sure is piling on the weight. Does he not realize it, or... He glanced at Dozer and he was looking at you with his half smirk spread across his face. Really, Dozer? You let Chester continue his workout in silence, watching as he struggled to finish up the last few repetitions. When he was done, he sighed heavily and moved away from the weights.
Man, I must be out of sync with myself right now. That was harder than it should have been.
I'm not worried too much about it, Chester. You finished, and look how much more weight you had on there than I did.
I guess you're right. I did way more than you, didn't I? Yeah. You might catch up with me and Dozer eventually. What does that mean? You still have to catch up with me, Chester.
You watched as Dozer loaded even heavier weights under the bar to replace the one Chester had.
There's no way you can do that much more than me. This is nothing. Now come spot me.
Dozer was getting ready to lift the weights up, so Chester stood behind him and make sure nothing went wrong. Just as Dozer had said, he made it look like the amount of weight he was lifting was nothing. He seemed to hardly be fazed at all by when he was done with his sets. Jesus tits.
What the hell, Dozer? I had no idea you could do that much more than I could. I could do more than that, but I wanted to keep things light. Well, keep it light? Are you just rubbing it in now? You keep bringing up how much more than I'm doing, so it's not my fault.
Yeah, you're there, Chester.
Let's just try to get to the next one.
Dozer grinned at you as he walked past you to get set up for the next exercise. Fuck. Each exercise you guys did went the same. You got lighter weight than the other two, then Dozer ended up doing a fair amount more than Chester. You couldn't help but stare in awe each time Dozer lifted his weights. His muscles were bulging with each lift, and by the time you were done working out, you could swear he was already looking bigger.
Why are you staring at me so intently, Grant?
I see why you're so big. It's impressive how much weight you can lift.
You just came with me to the gym a few days ago. You know how much I can do.
You did even more today, though, and you said that you can do even more still.
Oh, I did less that day? I don't remember.
It's just mind-blowing that you can lift so much.
Well, I'm flattered that you're so impressed. It's nothing special, though. Hey, you guys, help me with these weights! Oh, I guess we should put up all the weights before heading back to the locker room.
Yeah, let's help him out. God, I get nervous every time we go to the fucking locker room, because I'm like, something bad is gonna fucking happen.
I think that was a pretty good workout.
Yeah, it was, even though you were showing off.
Oh, you'll catch up to me at some point, Chester.
After seeing what you can do, I don't know about that, but you can bet I'm gonna try.
Just keep at it.
I will. I'm gonna hit the showers here, then head off to work, so I'll catch you guys around. See you later, Jess. And thanks for letting me come along.
Anytime, Jess. I think we might need to shower before heading back to your place.
My place?
Remember dinner tonight with Maria?
Oh yeah, how'd I forget about that?
Good question. But before we shower, there's one thing I'd like to know if you'd be willing to join me for.
What's that?
Let's go wind down in the sauna for a little bit. Maybe 10 minutes or so.
I thought he said he had some volunteer work to do. I'm pretty sure he did. He said he had to do volunteer work until 4. Is he slouching? You slouching now, you fuck!
Never actually been in the sauna before. Now's a great time. I love sitting there after lifting.
Oh, okay then.
I'll grab us each a towel and I'll be back in a moment.
That means he's gonna be naked.
Here you go.
Thanks. So, do we just go in there naked?
Yeah, unless you want your clothes wet. You shy about that?
Check the guide, checking the guide, checking the guide.
Checking the guide, check the guide, checking the guide, checking the guide, checking the guide.
Make sure you save some of that for me. You said you got me graham crackers. I got graham crackers.
Oh, there's gonna be plenty.
The guide says to, are you shy about that? We are to say,
Yes, we are shy.
yes. Yeah.
Don't worry. I am too. You are? Hard to believe, right? Look how big I am. It's hard to hide anything, but when it comes to being naked around other people, I didn't even want to change with Chester being here, to be honest with you. I normally change out of sight of anyone else.
I'll just look away.
Well, it doesn't bother me so much with you, though. It doesn't? I guess I feel more comfortable around you, so it doesn't really embarrass me as much.
That's good. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you feel that way around me.
Aside from you, Harvey's the only other person I've ever felt that way around.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, let's do this.
Oh, God. I don't want to have to fucking edit the video, because every time I use the YouTube editor to edit something, it doesn't work right. Well, not every time. Sometimes it works. But sometimes it just fucking doesn't. And God damn it. You put your back to Dozer and to start stripping, but you peeked over your shoulder just in time to see Dozer's underwear hit the floor. Ah, fucking blap. His tail hid most of his butt as he was wrapping his towel around his waist. You noticed him turning his head to glance over at you. Your eyes met only for a moment, and both of you looked away immediately after. You quickly finished undressing and got to the towel around your waist before you turned back to your friend.
So, let's head to the sauna now.
Lead the way. Alright, so he's in a towel. Yeah. You can... I'll show you this. He's in a fucking towel. Like, you're not seeing anything, but, like, at the same time... just in case, I'm gonna put a fruit bat up.
We won't be in here too long. If your body's exposed to this heat too long, it'll be more detrimental. My body can handle it, but you're built a bit differently than I am.
Alrighty, it's pretty hot in here already.
It's great, isn't it?
Dozer sat down across from you in a small room and spread his arms out behind him.
This is a great way to relax after a workout. Thanks for joining me. I don't really like coming here alone, so it's nice to have someone along with me for a change.
Sure thing. I figured I'd try this out. Not to mention the view I have from here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, again, you can't see anything dirty. This is what I'm looking at right now.
Is there a bulge?
Well, there's a towel. Jesus Christ. That's what we're looking at right now. But, I can't help but feel like at some point it's gonna... you know what? We'll just deal with it. We'll just deal. If something comes up, we'll fucking deal with it. I don't want it to just be fucking fruit bat the whole time. Just in case, like... Just look at him. His scales are glistening and he just looks so good. If you remember right, he does lose the towel when he stands. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It's so steamy in here, though. I can't quite see what's under his towel. Ah! Oh, man, I can't keep staring. I can already feel myself getting bored. Gotta think of something else. So, tell me a bit more about Harvey, Dozer.
About him? What do you want to know?
Well, what's your favorite memory about him? You always seem happy when you talk about him.
My favorite memory. That's a tough one.
Then just tell me about any fond memories you have of him. Did you guys ever do anything fun together?
Tons of things. I think some of my favorite things were when we went to the cabins in the mountains back home.
Cabins?
Yeah, me, Harv, and my mom would go up to a cabin during the winter. It was a great little getaway. It normally snows, and all we really had was a fireplace and each other. We had electricity and whatnot, but the TV didn't have any channels. We watch a lot of movies and just have a good time. It's been a while since we last went, since I'm out here, but man, those times were always a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Suggest him taking you sometime? Yes. Boop. Maybe you should take me sometime.
Really? You think you'd like that?
Who knows? It could be a lot of fun.
I think the Brindle Mountains have cabins people can rent, and there's still snow up at that height this time of year. Maybe it's something to look into.
You should. Dozer looked up at the ceiling, seemingly lost in thought now. Ho! Ho! Holy crap. Oh, no, you can't see anything. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is the old art. I like the new art better. You took his moment of distraction to admire the thickness of his body. Your eyes moved across his broad chest and down his stomach, lingering for a moment between his legs, just hoping to see the towel slip away.
So you have a past with Spencer too, huh? How about you share some stuff about him?
Your eyes jerked up as he was turning his attention back to you. Me and Spence? Yeah, we've been friends for a while. Something we used to do a lot when that I really enjoyed was just lay out in his front yard looking up at the night sky.
Stargazing?
Yeah, we used to point out as many constellations as we could find, but it's been so long since we last did that. But I couldn't name any of them.
We have some really clear nights here, and the park is a perfect place for to be to see the stars. Maybe you should invite him out one night and do that again.
I don't know. He always seems so busy. We don't get to hang out much anymore.
Well, I'll go with you one night if you want. I don't really know any constellations, but you can show me the ones you remember.
That sounds like a better idea, actually.
Really?
I mean, it'd be fun to hang out with Spencer like that again, but I feel like he'd just tell me he's busy or something.
You should still try at least. I'll tell you what, ask him about it, and if he does tell you he's busy, then I'll go with you. I'll for sure go with you. I'm never busy at night, so I have no reason to say that I'm busy.
You sure?
Yep, you can count me in on that. And even if he says he'll go, we'll have plenty of nights through the week where we can go anyway. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's settled then. And with that, let's go shower up and head out. I think we've been sitting here long enough.
Yeah, people were saying something about maybe the towel will drop, so let's just be safe. You're right, I don't think I can stay in here much longer.
Come on, then.
Okay, we're in the locker room now, so I think we're fine. But until he gets some fucking clothes on, I'm going to be safe.
We can grab a couple of fresh towels and take a quick shower. No sense in waiting since we're already there, right?
Yeah, I suppose it would be silly to wait.
I don't know about you, but I'll get dressed in my stall after I dry off, though.
I'll end up doing the same since you mentioned it.
Grab your clothes, I'll grab more towels, and you can meet me in the showers.
Roger that. Can we just share a shower stall? Then again, I don't know if we'd fit with how big he is. You gather your clothes and push that thought out of your mind before going to the showers.
Here's another towel for you, and just take the stall beside you. I'm not covered in fur, so it doesn't take long for me to wash.
I'm pretty quick about it, too.
Then let's not waste any time in here.
Oh, but I don't have any soap with me, so can I borrow yours?
Yeah, I'll just pass it over the top of the stall after I'm soaped up.
Thanks.
But for the future, you should really have a bottle in your locker all the time.
I should, but I never shower in here.
Neither do I, but it's always good to be prepared.
You stepped away from Dozer to enter your stall, and it seemed like it was only a moment before you heard Dozer enter the one beside you. The water heated up quickly, and you could see Dozer thunking around in the stall beside you.
You alright, Dozer? The stalls are a little cramped at times, and my tail doesn't always have the best maneuverability in here, so it knocks all over the place. Aw, poor guy. I get used to it. Anyway, here's my soap. I'm done with it, so you can hold on to it until we're done.
You glanced up to see his hand holding the bottle over the top of your stall. Thanks. Let's see, special formula to keep your scales healthy. Interesting. Soap is soap, though. The soap smelled a little bit fruity, but it wasn't what you expected from Dozer. And it wasn't what you expected from Dozer, but it was a nice fragrance. You lathered yourself up and washed off all the soap to finish your shower. Quickly you dried off and got dressed in the stall before stepping out. Dozer's water had just stopped, but you imagined it was hard for him to wash off at his size. Of course, you took the chance to take a peek at the stall. His back was to you, but he was turning around to grab his towel. You weren't willing to get caught, so you quickly moved away from his stall before he could see you. I'll be in the locker room waiting for you.
I'll join you in the moment, just need to dry off.
Phew, that was close. Just a moment longer and I would have seen what he was packing down below. But he would have seen me too. Not gonna risk making him mad, because I was spying on him. Didn't take much longer before Dozer joined you again. Ah, he's got clothes on, so we're good. We're fucking good. Fuck off, fruit bat.
You take off the fruit bat, and then it's like, and then Dozer's pants fell down.
That's happened a couple of times. Not that exactly, but that kind of thing.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Here's your soap back.
I'll just leave it in my locker here. Don't forget to bring some the next time you head to the locker room.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Good. Let's get moving then and head to your place.
Yep, I'm sure Maria's looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, that's nice to know.
You're likable when you talk to people.
I suppose so. Anyway, come on.
It's only about 3:30, so it'll be a little while longer before Maria cooks dinner, I'm sure.
No worries, I'm not too hungry right now, and I'll live.
In the meantime, we could just chat with her, I suppose. Yes, you can... Yeah, this is definitely the last day. My throat is giving out. Yes, you can talk with me.
Oh, I didn't even hear you.
I wouldn't expect you to hear little old me from way up there. I am a sneaky kitty, after all. She can certainly sneak up on anyone if she wants. She's caught me by surprise many times. It's not intentional, most of the time. But welcome back to our home, Dozer. I'm so happy to have you over again. I hope you like salmon and fresh veggies, since that's what's on the menu tonight.
That sounds pretty fantastic to me. I can't wait.
I'll start dinner at 5:15, and it won't take too long to finish once I start. Until then, let's sit and talk.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me, Dozer, what made you choose your current field of study? God damn. Grant mentioned you were in school for physical therapy, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Being able to help people deal with their injuries is something I think I'll find really fulfilling. A huge inspiration to why I chose this field is my mother, though.
Oh, your mother inspired you? What does she do?
She's a nurse, and she helps save lives daily, and it's really just amazing. I don't think I could do what she does all the time, but I decided to go into a similar field to help people.
Yeah, I plan on playing Wolfstar Sins in Paradise at some point, and I stopped playing Blackgate because it felt like I would only get to a certain point and then, like, the route would just stop, and that was the way with all the routes. So, I stopped so that it could update itself for a little while. How wonderful! Your mother sounds like like an amazing woman.
She really is. There's no way I'd be the man I am today without her.
Well, she seems to have done a fine job raising you.
I think so too.
How much longer do you think you have left until you graduate?
I don't have much longer left before I get my BS.
Will you be looking for a job in the city here, or do you have other plans?
I haven't thought about that yet. It's something I'll have to put more thought into.
You should look in the city. I'm sure you'll find something good there. He's right. I bet there's plenty of places around here where you could get a job.
Maybe so. I still have to find some.
See, this is what happens when I'm not sure if I can make it through a day.
I still have time before I really have to consider that. How about you, Grant? Are you going to look for a job here?
Most likely. I like this area, and I know there are tons of opportunities for me around here.
Who knows? Maybe I'll stick around here too.
It would certainly be nice to see you often. Then again, I don't suppose Grant plans on staying here forever either. Hey, even when I leave, I'll still come by to see you, and you'll have to come over to my place and let me cook for a change. Of course, of course. I wouldn't expect anything else. And if you both get jobs in the city, you could even get a place together. Just imagine how much cheaper the bills would be.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, does it, Grant?
Huh, really? It's a perfect idea.
It's something to keep in mind for sure.
Yeah, sounds like it could be great. You, Dozer, and Maria continued talking until she decided it was time to start on dinner. Would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I wish I could, asshole. Fuck you!
Fuck you! You two can keep talking, and I'll be in the kitchen. Dinner will be ready in 30 to 40 minutes. All right, we might go back to my room for a moment. I'll come get you in case it's done before you come back out.
Sure thing. Was there a reason for coming back here?
Oh, I figured we could just talk some more is all.
We could have just stayed out there, though, couldn't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just want me alone, right?
What?
I'm kidding.
I just wanted to talk some more. I figured it was more private back here.
What do you want to talk about that requires privacy?
I just wanted to hear more about Harvey. I wasn't sure if you'd want to talk about him around Maria or not.
Okay then. I suppose I can understand that. What else do you want to know about Harvey?
You said I remind you of him. What else about me reminds you of him?
Well, there's the willingness to help me with math, and you both have pretty positive outlook on things. Oddly enough, your home situations weren't much different with difficult fathers, but Harvey's issues were a bit different.
What happened with that?
His dad went off the deep end on him one day and threw him out of the house. Literally threw Harv out into the snow one day.
Why would he do that?
He found out Harvey was just doing something that his dad didn't like. He lived close to me, so he made his way to my place. He had sprained his ankle when he was thrown out, and he was wearing nothing but shorts and a t-shirt.
Man, that's terrible. I don't think my parents would ever done that to me just for not wanting to join the military.
To make matters worse, Harvey had some enemies at school, and they attacked him before he got to my place. He was in really bad shape and had to be hospitalized. It was during that time when I decided what I wanted to do, since I helped him get back on his feet.
Jeez, poor Harvey.
He lived with me and my mom for a while after that. It took some time for his dad to finally come around.
What was so bad to make his dad throw him out, and then he had to live with you guys?
Dozer had a thoughtful look on his face for a moment before he shrugged. I don't suppose there's any harm in telling you now, but Harvey's gay. His dad was not happy about that, and he only found out because he was snooping around Harv's stuff. Doesn't seem like it bothered you. Nah, it doesn't bother me at all. Harvey was still Harvey. I just learned something new about him. I see. I'm glad that Harvey had such a great friend he could depend on in such a time then. I couldn't imagine what going through that must have felt like. You and me both. Things have changed a lot since then. Harvey's dad eventually grew to accept it, and now his family supports him. Well, that's great. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Kim kind of went off on a tangent there. I don't get to talk much about these things with anyone. It's fine, Dozer. I don't mind listening, and I'm glad you can tell me these things. Was there anything else you wanted to tell me? There are a few things, but those will have to wait. It's your turn again to tell me something else about your past with Spencer. My past with Spencer? I don't have much else that's really interesting to tell. How'd you meet him? Oh, man, that's an old one. It was way back in elementary school, and a couple of the bigger kids were picking on me, and then Spencer stepped in. He's always so cool and confident. They backed off right away. Ever since then, we've been friends. I never could figure out what made him do that. He could have been friends with anyone, but he just seemed to stay distant from most people. I was one of the few people he seemed to ever take any interest in talking to. Maybe it was part of his instincts. Dogs seem to have a pretty good judge as a character. There's no telling with him. Nobody ever messed with me again after that. If anything, I became more popular, but I always just wanted to spend time with him. I understand how you feel to an extent. When Harvey came along, I didn't care if I had any other friends. He was all I needed. I'd been betrayed in the past by friends, so it took some time before I really trusted him fully. What happened with your friends in the past? Hey, it's your turn to be talking, not mine. Check the guide. Push him to talk more equals one love. Push him to talk. I'd rather hear more about you. I don't know if you want to hear this bit, though. If you don't want to tell me about it, I'll leave it, but I'm willing to listen. Well, promise me you won't let what I tell you you won't let what I tell you affect how you see me. I've changed a lot since then. Well, of course it won't change how I see you. I think I have a pretty good grasp on who you are now. Then promise me. Okay, I promise. All right. I went to 2 different high schools when I was younger. I was pretty popular at the first one. Me and my mom were on track with our lives. Things were doing pretty good. I had a girlfriend, tons of friends, and I was happy again. Until my best friend was cheating with my girlfriend. They were fooling around behind my back. I caught him and confronted him about it, and he tried lying his way out of it. I snapped. I was already a big guy then, and I beat him to the brink of nearly killing him. My dad was a cheater the whole time I knew him, and I think a lot of the rage I felt towards him just came out all at once. I was so betrayed. Oh, wow. I was expelled and moved to a new school, but the students there had heard about what I had done. Nobody would approach me, so I resigned myself to being alone. And then Harvey showed up. He made me remember what it was like to have friends again. He helped me find myself again, and now, well, you can see who I am. I never would have imagined you have that in you. Remember, I told you don't want to see me angry. It takes a lot to make me angry, but if it happens, it's explosive. I certainly won't forget. You shouldn't have anything to worry about. For a moment, you lost yourself in thought. He had a girlfriend in high school, huh? But Harvey was gay, and Harvey was his best friend. Wonder if Harvey ever felt attracted to Dozer. Does it bother you? No, it doesn't. That's in the past. I was just thinking about something else. I'll have to chat with Harvey someday. I'll give you his number and you can text him if you'd like to. He actually said the same thing about you. He wants to talk to me? Yeah, I'll text you his number and you can send him a message. Oh, cool. Perhaps I'll get a chance. I'll get that chance tonight. I'm sure you will. He's been bugging me to letting him talk to you. I know he'll be excited, so please excuse him if he seems a little spastic. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Knock, knock, knock. Boys, dinner is ready. Well, that was fast. Let's go eat. Yeah.
It smells so good in here.
Doesn't it? You two have a seat and I'll bring everything in here.
Let me help you, Maria.
Nonsense, you're the guest. Now sit.
Better do as she says. She won't have it any other way.
You and Dozer took a seat at the table and Maria returned with what looked like a wooden cutting board, but it was laden with salmon and vegetables. She placed it down in front of Dozer before leaving and returning with two more, not nearly as full of food as the one placed in front of Dozer.
There's so much food on this, Maria. It's all mine.
It is. It is. Grant said you had a big appetite, so I hope I cooked enough to satisfy that.
I'm sure this'll be plenty. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now everyone eat and enjoy. Dozer wasted no time in helping himself to the meal before him.
This salmon is so good. It's some of the best I've ever had.
Glad to hear that. I just whipped up a simple teriyaki glaze for it and broiled it to perfection.
Perfection indeed.
The meal continued with light conversation, and Dozer had finished eating long before either of you and Maria did. He ate every piece of food he had been given. I'd say you'd lick your plate clean if you weren't here with us to see it.
You better believe I would. That meal was so satisfying.
I'm happy to hear that. It was so easy to make, too.
You must share with me how you made the glaze for it. I normally cook salmon with just lemon and butter, but this was so much better. And the vegetables were such a perfect dish to go along with it.
I'll write down how I made it, and once I take care of the dishes.
Let me help with those at least.
There's no need. What's on the table here is all that's left, and it will only take a few minutes to handle that.
Well, all right then. Thank you again for the meal.
You're quite welcome. I certainly enjoy cooking for everyone. I'm going to take care of the dishes real quick, so if you two want to move to the couch, I'll be done shortly.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's get comfortable over there, Dozer. Sure, I'll head out soon, though, so I can be home by dark.
Yeah, of course.
You and Dozer moved to the couch, and he plopped down beside you with a content sigh and rubbed his stomach. Man, that was so good. Was there enough for you? Plenty. I'll admit I could eat a second helping of it all, but that'd be just overindulging at that point.
Well, you'll just have to come back for dinner again then, won't you?
If you guys will have me, that sounds great.
I'd be more than happy to have you over at any time. It's nice having someone to hang out with.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, yeah, while it's on my mind, let me text you Harvey's number.
Sure, I'll go ahead and send him a message, too.
He's gonna be so excited I can just see his tail wagging.
Dozer sent you a quick message with the number, and as soon as he had sent it, you saved it to your phone and sent Harvey a message. Hi, Harvey, this is Grant. Dozer just gave me your number and suggested I text you. There we go, I sent him a quick message.
Great, I'm sure I'll hear about it too. Dozer's phone lit up and chimed shortly after you sent out your text. See, he's already texted me. He said, OMG, you finally gave him my number, yay. He's such a spaz.
You're really serious about him wanting to talk with me, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him know I'm at your place and we're chatting with your roommate. That's just so he doesn't flood you with messages or get impatient.
Good idea. I'd rather focus on the company I have at the moment. You and Dozer put your phones away once Maria joined you again. The conversation consisted of her asking about school and the tennis team, giving you both plenty of time to talk until Dozer decided it was time for him to leave.
I hate to run, but I should be heading out now.
It's fine. I'm so glad you were able to come on and have dinner with us tonight. I'll plan something again soon.
I'll definitely look forward to that. Grant, you don't have to follow me this time. Just stay here.
But...
No buts this time. I'll be fine. Thank you both for having me over.
Are you sure, Dozer? It's no big deal.
You have something else you can do for now. I'll text you in a bit, alright?
Okay then. Be safe.
You know I'll be fine. I'll see you around, Maria. Thanks again.
You're welcome back whenever. Dozer waved at you over his shoulder before heading out the door. My, he's so polite and just a pleasure to chat with.
Isn't he? He really surprised me.
Just let me know when he'll be back, and I'll be sure to I'll have stuff to cook again. I'll let you know. It'll be soon, I hope. I'm sure it will be. You seem to really enjoy his time with you. And you seem to really enjoy being around him, too.
Yeah.
You said not to follow him because you had something else to do, so I suppose I'll leave you to that for now.
Oh, it's not that big a deal.
I have some things to do myself, so I'll be leaving you alone regardless. Then I suppose I will head back to my room. I'll talk to you later, Maria. Have a good night. Let's see. Looks like Harvey's replied to me. Hi. What? Hi. I don't think anyone in this route has the TJ June voice. Anyone in this game, really. So, hiya, Harvey here. It's nice to finally get to talk to you. Dozer let me know what was up, so whenever you're free again, you can text me back. I'm free now. Dozer's on his way home, and I'm back in my room. How are you today? That's what he said. I'm good today. Really glad to finally get to talk to you. Dozer's needed a friend out there, so I'm so happy he'll finally have someone he can hang out with. It took a bit for him to open up to me, but it was worth the effort. He's really a good guy. Isn't he? He's just so sweet. People really just have to give him a chance. You continue to text Harvey, and eventually you got a message from Dozer indicating that he was back home. Your messages from that point switched back and forth between the two of them. I'm not used to texting so much, let alone texting two people constantly. And I'm sure they're texting each other too. Did you tell him about us yet?
What do you mean?
Oh, my bad. That message was for another friend of mine. No problem. I'm just getting ready to go to bed soon, though. So you might not hear from me again tonight. Good night, just in case. I almost sent the message to the wrong person several times. I wonder how many people Harvey's talking to. I'll see what Dozer says. Harvey must be popular. How many people is he talking to?
Just me and you as far as I know. Why?
Huh. Oh, he sent me a message that said it was meant for someone other person. I assumed it was someone other than you.
Odd. He's not mentioned anyone else. I'm sure he'll tell me shortly about whatever he sent you.
Alright. You can tell me about it later. I think I'm going to call it a night and get some sleep.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm about to crash too. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. See you then. If that message was intended for Dozer, what about them could he have been talking about? Unless... Nah, there's no way. Are they a couple? Dun dun dun! And at the 3-hour mark, almost exactly 3 hours, I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you all very much for joining me on this edition of the Dozer route. We went through day 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4 motherfucking days in a row. 4 of them. That's more than I've ever done on a stream. Fucking 4, motherfucker. You can't see me. I've never done 4 days in a row on one thing before. That is fucking insane. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been a trained, unprofessional speaker with a voice